welcome in there, everybody. Hey, this is KGB for the C Sports Network, bringing you another Braves stream. That's right, guys and gals. We'll be broadcasting Game 3 of the series versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Sorry about that. It looks like I forgot to turn my cam on here. I'll get that turned on momentarily. First pitch is set for 1:35 p.m. Eastern, 12:35 p.m. Central. So we do have a few minutes here. So let me work on getting that camera up. I'd like to start out by saying thank you to everybody that showed up for last night's broadcast. We had quite a night. It was very fun, great game to watch. Definitely the Atlanta Braves. What can I say, man? You do not ever count the Atlanta Braves out. You just don't. And they were playing a very good team in the Arizona Diamondbacks. A very good team. And the Braves last night showed why you just don't bet against the BRAVES. Okay, so let's try that. Hey, what's up, everybody? Let's get that off of there. Okay, so getting everything all together here. So when they do come live, we'll see Ketel Marte at bat. Corbin Carroll will be batting second on deck. And Guerrero Jr. will be batting third in the hole for the Diamondbacks. And of course, our starting pitcher will be Chris Sale. We're going to go ahead and go over. Let's bring that up. We'll go over our starting batting order. We'll have Ronald Acuna Jr. leading off. Ozzie Albies will be batting second. Austin Riley batting third. Matt Olson bringing up the fourth. Marcell, the Big Bear, Ozuna will be batting fifth. Michael Harris II moving up to bat sixth tonight. Orlando Arcia will be batting seventh. Jared Kelenic batting eighth. And Chadwick Trump will finish the batting order out at ninth. Now, normally, I don't know if they do it every game, but game one, and maybe it was because it was a Friday night and being a home game that they announced the starting lineup like they did. I thought they would do it last night. I don't know if I didn't catch the broadcast in time, the start of it or whatnot, but they did not have it. So, but that's okay. We got the starting lineup up there. Well, looks like we're gonna have another battle with my camera tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay because I will be moving to my new build that I told you guys months and months and months ago that was underway being built, and it certainly was. It's now. I got the drive in. I still didn't get a chance to put it in, but I got a 14 terabyte SATA drive for. It's not only my streamer machine; it's also my gaming machine. So just overall for video editing, all kinds of whatnot. I think we're a little too soon to be down here on the.
24. Enjoy it, folks, and we will see you here for the stretch.
That was there coming up. All right, there we go. So, hey, welcome into the stream. Appreciate you stopping in. We'll get this underway just as soon as they get back from commercial break. What in the hell is that? Ah, there we go. That was a little weird graphical glitch there on the browser. So our 3D interactive should be up. Now let me give it a double check here. They're still in warm up on it, so as soon as we don't need this field on, we can go ahead and turn that on. As soon as it pops up for the 3D interactive, which will have a little icon right here in the corner, as soon as that comes available, we'll get over to the 3D field. And remember, everybody, all home runs we will do a 3D interactive replay of. That's right, 3D interactive. It's amazing, an amazing tool that the MLB brought out towards the middle and end of last season. It's still in beta. It works by their stat casting cameras. Actually, it's because of their stat casting cameras and the technologies they have in them that they're able to bring us this 3D interactive. But it is so nice. It's just like it's real time. I'll tell you. Very, 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 very nice. Oh, I see. It switched me back to... Okay, there we go. Maybe that'll work better for us now. Thought I seen it. Yeah, there we go. Much better. Again, I'll be so glad when I'm on the new build, guys and gals. This machine's great. I mean, it just needs a format. A lot of it is... It's a 5-year, almost 6-year-old installation. It's had hundreds, if not thousands, of things downloaded, installed, uninstalled. I mean, over the years, all kinds of games, updates, just everything. I did not run a registry cleaner, nothing like that. So just, the installations wore out. But I have upgraded to a newer setup. This one here it's pushing its limits now. There's games that are coming out that it just simply can't handle. The CPU, best CPU you could get for this genre, or this board chipset and whatnot. But anyways, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. All right, so we're going to go down the field. I don't know. All right. Moving at that. Here we go. Start of the Valley Sports. We are 4 minutes from first pitch, or scheduled first pitch.
Atlanta Braves baseball on Valley Sports is presented by Truist. The comeback kids going for the sweep today. As the Braves
That's right, guys and gals. I changed it up some. We were going that if the community got all the chat votes correct, that we would do a Golden Broom celebration. Well, that doesn't really mix with it. So how we'll get a Golden Broom celebration from here out through the season is if the Braves sweep the team, which we have the opportunity tonight to get that sweep. So if we do, we will have a Golden Broom celebration, which is just an overall way for us to do some giveaways. For me to be able to give back to you with those strings attached. Done. You guys don't have to do anything other than watch and and root on your team to win. That's it.
Excited to see
you don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe, you don't have to do nothing to be eligible for these giveaways.
Really been producing.
We do them all through our chat. So,
a spark last night.
Now, you might ask yourself, what about voting? Yes, we are still going to do the voting. That if the community votes right for every game of a series, if they get that community vote right, we'll do another celebration. It's just not going to be called the Golden Glove. But we will celebrate with some kind of giveaway or something nice. So continue to get those votes in when we're there in the chat.
Arizona Diamondbacks. Grab your popcorn, grab whatever you got, get on the couch, enjoy this when we're coming at you next on Valley Sports.
You heard it there. They come back and we'll be getting underway. All right. Another thing that I'm looking forward to moving into the new setup will be I'll be able to use my my Bluetooth earbuds. Be able to get rid of the old gaudy headset, at least for the streaming purposes. So we're going to start out tonight's broadcast by giving a few shout-outs. It's something I like to do with every stream is to inform you of a couple great streamers that I enjoy, that I think you'll enjoy. And the first one...
Buy the room, save a lot.
First one is On the Go with CeeLo. And if you check the top right corner, there in the center...
Gorgeous afternoon for baseball here in Atlanta. Braves hosting the
YouTube.com/@.
Yesterday, Spencer Strider goes on the IL. The Braves played with 25 on the roster yesterday. That is not the case here this afternoon. With the update on who is here, let's go down and join Ryne.
Very cool
Thanks,
guy.
Brandon. You're right. There has been a
does
roster
a lot of
move
sports.
this morning. Spencer
Check him
Strider
out
placed
at
on the
youtube.com/@.
15-day injured list with his UCL sprain. That means the Braves have recalled right-hander Alan Winans, the 28-year-old from AAA Gwinnett. I had a chance to catch up with Alan earlier today, and he told me his number one goal is to help this team win. Now, he's made one start so far this year in AAA. That was back on Tuesday against Louisville. He went 5 2/3, gave up a couple of runs, relied heavily on his changeup, something we saw a lot from him last year in his 6 starts at the major league level with the Braves. But again, he says the nerves a little bit lessened, and he says this team has a lot of expectations. He just wants to do his part.
All right, so welcome back, Alan Winans. Meanwhile, Chris Sale toes the rubber in the Braves uniform, and we'll talk about
so we got
Chris
the
in
Braves
just a
out the
moment. But here's a
field.
lineup he's going to be facing, presented by your local Toyota dealers. For the Arizona Diamondbacks and manager Torey Lovullo, Ketel Marte, Corbin Carroll, and Gurriel still the top 3 in the order. Tucker Barnhart down in the 8th slot. He will get the start at catcher today, and then Kevin Newman, just called up from AAA, will bat 9th and play second base. And there is Chris Sale ready to rock and roll.
He looked really good in that first
up,
start.
brother?
The reality is, with Spencer Strider down, I think
we
for
gotta
every
talk?
starter that was in this rotation, they become just a little bit more important.
Hey, I'd like to
Good note
start
there
out
on
by,
the velo that we saw
you know,
from Chris Sale. That is certainly an encouraging sign.
Yeah, I got rid of
Time for the Ford Keys to
the guy
the
that I
game.
seen that
Look,
said something
he had
real
a great first
derogatory.
start, but now it's his first start here at Truist
he was
Park,
banned
so
from the channel.
make a great first impression, and like anything, Braves 52 wins at home last year.
I won't tolerate
guys.
that, and that's
Won the first
that's
2
what I wanted to
already.
start out
You know
the
what that
stream
means.
by. I didn't catch it in the chat team.
Come on,
I had so much going on, I didn't catch it all.
Braves had a chance to sweep the Phillies,
Until
but the
Laney
Phillies
started
won
asking
game
about
3
that I needed
in
a
the
mod,
opening
and I started
series,
going
and
back
now the
through.
home opening
Yeah, it's
series, the
uncalled
Braves will
for,
try
and
to sweep
definitely
the
I'll
Arizona
keep a
Diamondbacks.
much better look on
Ironic,
that.
right? Both times it was Chris Sale on the mound with the opportunity to do it.
Yeah,
Doing a pretty good outing.
yeah, those guys,
Hope we get another one
I don't
this
even
afternoon.
want them as
No
subscribers. If
decision
they
in
subscribe,
Philly,
I'd
5
rather
and a
them
third, as
just
CJ mentioned,
unsubscribe and go
7
somewhere
strikeouts
else.
for Sale.
It's uncalled for, and
in
it
his
won't be
Braves
tolerated
debut.
at all. How she is. Gene, you were made a mod, Matthew was made a mod, and Lady was made a mod last night.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I'm him, I would. I don't care. It's worse.
If you haven't noticed.
Yeah, he's hit a homer in this spot in the first inning.
Yeah, I hope she shows up so I can apologize to her.
Arizona history to do that.
I think it's hard sometimes.
Oh, way uncalled for. I mean, I have no idea. And I'm pretty sure they were throwing shit at me as well.
Really going to get a
cookie
down the middle, probably.
Being heavy set. But,
I don't
really give a fuck what they say
here
about
at
me.
first pitch. And Chris Sale's debut in front of the
But I won't stand for them attacking the other chat members and stuff. It ain't going to happen.
So
I wasn't on my toes enough to
read
it and see it.
1 and 2 of this series. He actually
got
has a homer in
sidetracked
3 straight
and whatnot.
games. He also hit one in Game 3 against the Yankees.
But towards the end, I
Wednesday.
seen it, and the one guy got the boot.
But we'll see if the Braves can flip
I'd have
the
to go
script.
back through
Although
the
it's worked,
broadcast
the Braves have won the last
to tell you
two,
the name of the guy.
9 runs
I know
in
it was the
first
one
inning of this
that
series for Arizona.
was being sexually derogatory towards her. There ain't no damn way that stuff's going to happen. Welcome in, everybody.
1-1 from the lefty.
We're underway here. We got
1 and 2.
Chris Sale is our starting pitcher. Is currently 1-2 count. Top of the first. Oh yeah, no problem, Gene.
Chris Sale, who just
I
turned 35.
I wish I could have been on top of him a lot sooner.
With the Braves last week. Fires a 1-2.
I'll tell you what, that's the first stream I've done.
Chris Sale, throughout his career, guys, when he's getting
I know it.
That is when it is so tough.
I know it.
Because of that change.
That's the first stream I've ever had somebody come in and do that.
Because of where he throws.
So lucky me, knock on wood, whatever you want to call it. It was the first time I had to deal with something like that. And I'll be honest, I wasn't prepared for it.
That one almost came in and hit Marte. Say he did not go around 2-2.
You were asking me, I think, a couple of games ago about the idea of getting
I didn't get much sleep.
What things feel good as a pitcher.
Had trouble sleeping because of it.
And then the pitch hits the guy. That's right up there near the top, and he almost had him there.
Oh yeah.
Taylor Rogers, the side armor.
Like I said, I caught the one where the guy was being sexually derogatory. I got up enough. As soon as I seen that was enough for me.
That's when you
got
walk
rid
back
of
in
him.
the dugout and you're like, just be quiet. I get it.
But I don't doubt that Chris Sale has done that quite a few times in his career, because as you mentioned, the angle in which he comes from with that breaking ball.
No way in hell that's
you see it out off the
going to
plate
be tolerated.
first, then over
No
the
way.
plate, and then the next thing you know, it's right at you.
7th pitch of the at-bat in the
I definitely don't want to discourage people coming to the chat, coming to watch the channel.
Well hit, but it goes foul. He's just missing his 3rd homer in this series.
I think, I'm to the point now. Let's just throw him some breaking balls. I mean, right now, he is all over the fastball.
Russell, we won't know until Friday.
Let's see what Sale comes with
you,
on another
definitely.
2-2 offering. And another foul ball. Boy, Marte is just a tough customer.
You mentioned the changeup earlier as well, something that Rick
Strider
brought up in spring training, getting the chance to watch Chris Sale
subscribe there, Jeff.
Yeah, the fastball, the curveball, the breaking ball.
We all
Russell,
knew about it, Strider,
it was the changeup that surprised
he's
him the
got
most.
UCL damage in the elbow,
really
so
is,
he goes and sees a specialist Friday.
Pull the string
So we
Marte.
really won't know any more until at least
2-2, slider that
that'll be K number 1 for
Chris Sale after
Chris
9
Sale
pitches
today.
takes care of Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte, who had had back-to-back game lead-off home runs against the Braves.
And
Game
just to
1
let
and
you
2.
know what he's seen right there, Sale is
Goes down
releasing that
swinging.
ball literally halfway off that pitcher's mound, and it just continues to creep back.
Yeah,
over
at
the
minimal,
plate.
you're right, Gene. Yep.
So he had 7 strikeouts in his first start in Philly, and he begins the ball game here with a strikeout.
Oh,
And
my
now
bad.
he deals to Corbin
Guys,
Carroll.
let me get the interactive rolling here. Again, everybody, I would like to start out by addressing something you may have seen myself and Gene talking
Yesterday's
in the chat.
game, the first 6
Last night,
Diamondbacks
towards the
reached.
end of the
They would
stream,
send
we had
11 to the
some
plate and score the 6 runs.
some
and then
unruly
Atlanta would
people
battle
come in.
all the way back
They
and win it by a run 9-8.
they were being derogatory.
Frustrated afterwards.
I honestly didn't catch everything that they said to start.
There from Sale 1 and 2.
But when one of my subscribers asked, said to me that I need to have more mods and asked to be a mod, I knew something must have been wrong.
His delivery.
And I started looking through the chat, And I got rid of the guy, one of the guys that was
Weak
being
contact.
sexually derogatory towards
Olsen's
her.
got it. He'll take it himself.
That'd never be tolerated in this channel, ever. And I do apologize if it happened. I will make you the solid promise that I will absolutely be sure to pay more attention to my chat to make sure that that kind of crap doesn't happen again.
Next time you face
As far as I'm concerned, they can all unsubscribe if they subscribe, and they can go about their way, because I don't want them
I was able to have more success off of, but
there's no room in this chat, in this channel, for that kind of shit, and it will not be tolerated, and I make that promise to you guys. I do apologize.
First pitch here is fouled down the right field line off the bat of Gurriel.
And not too many guys in this lineup and on this roster have faced Chris Sale. However, this guy right here, far and away the most played.
Thousand apologies, guys.
Against Chris Sale in his career, 4 for 20. That means 0 walks in there with 7 punch-outs. So he has been.
All right, Grell Jr. 0-1 the count.
Of course, Gurriel was with the Toronto Blue Jays before coming over last year to Arizona. So those guys.
I'm going to have to pause the sound here for a second, guys and gals. That way we get.
You did get him once, right? You see that 4 for 20.
That way we get synced with the interactive. I see you, Tim. Yep, got it. Got it ready there, bud. Boy, I didn't realize it was that far behind. Hey, Laney. Welcome in.
200 batting average, but he's got a home run, he's got a triple and a double in there.
Oh, I see. That's
4 for
why
8 in the series.
I was reading chat and got behind. Am I behind the wrong guy here? Who's that bat up here? Grell Jr.
2-1 is fouled off to even the count.
Oh, there we go.
And you'll see a lot of those swings right there. You get that backdoor, breaking ball from Sale. You see guys.
Sale looking for a 1-2-3 top of the first.
Hey, I think I got it now, guys. I'm so sorry. I got talking with Gene and didn't sync this up yet.
But he misses inside with a fastball.
So going back to what you were just saying there about his slider, what's so amazing about it, it's really sharp, it's really big. It is the slowest slider in baseball, which makes
okay,
no
now
sense
this
for a guy
next
that's
pause,
throwing
it should get
miles an hour, but
updated.
you look among starters.
Lady, as soon as I'm done getting this updated,
updated,
I'd like
the
to,
slowest one in the game. It doesn't look like it.
like to talk to you here for a second.
Payoff pitch. This is another foul ball down that right
I will leave it
field
like
line.
that for a minute. I want to say I'm sorry, lady. I didn't catch what those guys were saying in the chat right away.
Curveball at times too, especially when it's backdoor.
I've never dealt with anything like that before, so
it's that side. When
I am truly sorry that kind of crap went on. And as well to Matthew. I seen that one guy
2
was
down, nobody on.
Matthew on
Again,
as
the
well.
3-2 pitch. And again, a foul ball. Well,
So I'm really sorry. I made Gene, you, and Matthew are all moderators. I hope you guys don't mind that I went ahead and threw all 3 in there.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat.
Here comes the pitch.
Line to left.
Line drive out to left. Kelnick under it.
Chris Sale
That'll be out
has
number
a
3.
1-2-3, top of the first.
They're just being real derogatory. I don't really want to bring too much of what they were saying in, Gene or George. Let's just say it was the kind of talk that we won't stand in this channel. I promise that I'll be way more attentive on my chat the best I can. And we have some good moderators here that'll help me with that too. Yeah. Yeah, Gene just wrote it down there in the chat, so. Oh, you're very welcome, Tim. Yeah, no problem, Tim. Not a problem at all. The one guy I gave the heave-ho boot, though. And as far as I'm concerned, I have plans, intentions of going back after tonight's stream. And I'm going to go through the chat, and any of them that I could tell were a part of that group, they're all going to be gone. No sub whatsoever in this world is worth that to me. None. I will not put the integrity or the safety or anything of my subscribers at risk for a sub. So they're all out the door as soon as I can figure out which ones were which.
In the order for Atlanta.
Here we are back.
In 19.
Boy, it got way behind. The interactive so much ahead.
He only lasted 2 2/3 against the Yankees.
That bad of pitches. They were at the top part of the zone. You wonder if you're going to work down today. That strike zone looks to be down.
Adam Amari is back there calling the
All
balls
right.
and strikes today.
It is just a little ahead in the sound.
Get some of the data on him and where the trends are. And he is not a guy that opens it up very much.
What's that,
at
Gene?
all, especially for right-handed hitters. And so that's something you know going in. Even that first pitch that Ronald swung at was probably off the plate, would have been called a ball.
There we go.
Foul
Now
ball
you
down
are
the first
synced.
base line to keep it 2-2.
Yeah, I know, right? They come walking
Nelson
out.
doesn't strike out many. He's in the bottom 10 percentile in strikeout
Yeah,
rate.
and I'm sorry I
in
didn't
Major League
catch it sooner
Baseball.
than that, lady. I didn't realize something was actually awry until you had said
It's
about
funny
needing
how
the
just
mods.
Scouting reports how
That's what
fast they
drew my attention.
happened today. I mean, if there's one pitch
I have to do this interactive. I have so many
that
windows
inside
up
heater
to be able to
being a little
control
bit
and do
late
the
on it, that's
interactive.
exactly
And
what they're coming
in my chat,
at him with.
got behind the window for a while, so I didn't
3-2.
see it.
That one came
And then
in
when
on the
I
hands. He popped
did
it up.
get the chat back
It was a
on
slider
top,
that time.
that's when I seen
Into the
that you
mid
had
of
mentioned
Christian
about
Walker.
needing a mod. So, like I said, I do apologize. I can't even tell you how sorry I was, or am.
Last year, the Braves were the best first inning team in baseball, set a franchise record, 146 runs scored in the first inning. But
All right, so Ronald
it's been
Acuna
Arizona that has
Jr.
controlled the first inning so far in this series.
gives up and out right away, so we got one out.
Braves getting Acuna there out.
All right,
but
so
see if
Ozzy
Albies
Albies
and
with
Ryne
a
and everybody else
267
can
batting
give the
average
Braves
and
an
an
early lead.
833
Change things here
OPS
today.
with 2 home runs on the season and 7 RBIs.
Inside 1-1.
I know it. And I've never had it happen. In the year and a half that I've been streaming, I've never had people come through and do anything like that.
So the 2 pitches that he throws the most.
So, knock on wood, like I told
did
when I told Gene that.
Against him. That's the 4-seam fastball and the cutter. He throws that
we
4-seamer.
it ain't gonna happen.
5% of the time, and hitters went off on it.
Ozzy with a
Changed up
chopper
there,
over to
another play
first.
for Walker.
Guy
This
step
one
on the bat would
ground,
be out
and
number
2 up,
2.
2 down for Ryne Nelson.
Hey, have you noticed, guys and gals?
Yeah, I think like anything.
We finally got a
that's
game in
pitch
this series that we didn't go behind
fastball
6
still
runs
to
in
me
the
always
first,
gonna be the best
5
pitch in
runs in the
baseball, but
first.
can you locate it? Can you be consistent with it? You always wonder too when that cutter's what 2-3 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's a
off
shame.
Sometimes.
His is a lot slower, but yeah, usually
It's a shame people can't act their age. Well, some people do act their
That
age.
94 and that heater.
They can be grown-ass
Yeah,
adults and act
it's
like a little
funny.
kid and just be stupid about things. And
96 that time that Riley fouls back.
You like seeing more
yeah, they
differential on
definitely
cutter,
claim they
you
were
like
drunk,
when
and
it's
they,
closer to that late
from
to
what
late
I was,
move.
what I was
like it
able to go
closer,
back
because
and
to me
read,
it takes a lot of the guessing work.
they
out.
certainly. That just makes my blood boil.
Austin 3
Just
for 10
thinking
in the
about it.
series with a double and a run driven in. And remember last
I
year in
didn't
the
sleep
first
well
inning, he
last
hit
night because of
13
it.
home runs in
I
this
didn't
frame,
sleep
and
well
that
at all.
was a Braves franchise record. And he takes
I
that
wanted to get that
downstairs.
right out there in
Telling
the
you,
beginning
I
of the
don't think
stream
there's
that
a
I
spot anywhere.
apologize
You
for
wondered,
that.
would it be potentially
Gene
low?
beat me
Yeah,
to
the
it
zone or just
by
off?
You
he
gotta
was
be
the
in
first in
that-
the chat
in
to
that
say something. He said we
Box
need to
right there.
talk.
He ain't giving it to you.
You actually have to throw
I
strikes
agree.
today.
We did. I appreciate.
That's what
I
ABS
appreciate
would be
the
like.
concern, Gene.
Might be Walker's inning. All 3 plays made
That's
by the
it.
first
1, 2,
baseman,
3.
Christian Walker.
So we're heading to the top of the second. Now, the Trevor Bauer, what's the deal with that guy? I think I've read something. What was it that he did that he can't get a team to sign him now? Yeah, the sounds of it, I don't think it's going to be good news for Strider. I think we're going to lose him either for a good long portion of the season, or we're going to lose him altogether for the season. And if it turns out that he's got to have Tommy John surgery or anything, then he'll be down and out the whole 25 season as well, I'm sure. Oh, I see. Okay. That's okay. Then, yeah, I seen something on MLB.com about
The stuff, he
that
said,
guy.
look, the fastball and the
Or
slider,
no, maybe it
they're
was a
electric,
YouTube
no
video I
doubt.
seen
But
about
the
it.
changeup is a better pitch than people give him credit for. We didn't see it a whole lot in Philadelphia. We saw a couple of them there in that first inning against
Audio's
Ketel
back
Marte.
on.
But for Chadwick Trump, just his 32nd start in the league, catching Chris Sale, one of the best to ever do it.
All right, here comes the
And the
pitch.
7-time All-Star fires
Gotta be
in
strike
here to
one.
Christian Walker.
Let me
21
make sure you
pitches in that
got the
first inning for
sound.
Sale. 10 of them were foul balls.
That's frustrating, no doubt, but give the
Okay, yeah, you should.
Arizona Diamondbacks some credit in the approach that they took. And Frenchie talked about some of those breaking balls, just trying to stay alive and fouling them off. But for Chadwick Trump, there's got to be a little bit more of a comfort factor after catching his first start, now getting the second one. You try to get on a page as quickly as you can get on that same page. It can be a real challenge.
He gave Sale a corner there on that pitch down.
It's a veteran call.
Yep.
Nelson's not getting those.
0-2 pitch now. Ooh.
Oh, that was high and outside.
And speaking of
That was
Chadwick
enough to
Trump,
make Christian
still
Walker
no update on Sean Murphy. Has not started.
I bet his little
started
poo-poo
swinging
butthole
yet.
was
That
a little
oblique,
squished
you know
on
how
that one.
tender those can be. They may take a while.
That was
Thankfully,
close
it
to
was not a
hitting him in
severe
the
oblique
face.
strain,
Wow.
but no timetable yet on Sean Murphy's return.
Foul ball.
There's a couple
I know I
things,
probably
though. Well,
would've
there's a few. I mean, you
shat
think of
myself
hamstrings,
if that
groins,
was coming at
and obliques.
me.
They're just tender. They just kind of take some time.
Did you ever have one, Frenchie?
Yeah, you know, can't pull fat, man.
Same.
Trump locates inside. It's more over the middle of the plate, but it works.
Strike
95 on
three.
the gas from Sale takes care of Walker.
Sale looking phenomenal
You get away
already.
with dislocation when you're Chris Sale with this live of a fastball, especially again. We talked about this last night when the secondary pitch.
Chris
is
Sale
so
has
good, you
definitely
get caught
been a
between
good
little bit, and you're worried about
accusation-
that slider, and instead you're late on 95.
acquisition.
If he
for
could
the Braves.
replicate that pitch he just
I'll
had,
get
where
it.
it's just
I'll
going
get it
climbing
right.
the zone a little bit from that arm angle, it's almost impossible to put that ball in play.
Yeah, it was. And like I said earlier, how
With
about
good
that?
run,
We
put it
finally
that
got
way.
a first inning where we didn't go down 5 or 6 runs.
Now Eugenio Suarez painted the outside corner, got the call there. 1-1. Chris Sale
I'm
started
sorry.
using that
Well, it's
arm
true.
slot
You
delivery
should have
all
seen
the way
that.
back
I mean,
in
he
summer
damn
ball
near
in
hit the deck. He thought it was
2008
going to
in
hit him in the
Northwoods
face.
League in Wisconsin. He said it took him some time. Once he perfected it, he realized he
Very
had
true,
something.
Gene.
And obviously he has made a career
I
out
do
of it, and
believe
he's been
I
very
noticed
successful.
he didn't put anything in his community chat
He's a little
until
bit of an outlier. Right?
around
With the way that he
midnight
throws
last
his body
night.
type. We're not going to see too many guys that
when
can
I said
generate
to
this
him that he
much
probably
power.
should have
Once
gave a
you
little
find
more
that
time
right
than that, he
arm
told
angle,
me
certainly
I gave him 12 hours. What more do they need? So
ground ball foul towards Austin Ryne.
And
So
I see that he didn't tell you why.
Because all of a sudden, a couple
He went
of
fishing
corners
instead, guys.
got called.
So he hasn't went fishing in a long time, and I guess he decided that that's what he was doing.
That's kind of
He's got himself a new girlfriend, so him and her went fishing. He does tournament fishing.
Swing and a miss. 5 batters faced. 3 strikeouts.
3 strikeouts already for Chris Sale today. Beautiful start.
What'd you say, Frenchie? If you could replicate this pitch, nobody could get to it, and there it is, replicated once again.
You're late every time. You're late and you're under it, and it's amazing.
Between the last 2 days, he's talked a total of about 3 minutes with me. He called me on the phone, and that conversation lasted just a few minutes.
He'll step in after Walker and Suarez strikeout swinging on that fastball.
He popped on Discord for just a very, very short time
where you see
last
some red
night for less than 2 minutes,
in which he may open up the zone or essentially
to let me
call
know,
more strikes than your average umpire.
that he was home
where
and
it's blue is where he doesn't
and whatnot,
call nearly as many strikes,
and that he was making a
not
post.
a lot of red compared to a lot of the other heat maps that we'll see for umpires.
Riley ranging to his
Riley
left.
over to first. That'll be it out.
To a great start. 6 up, 6 down.
Laney, I see that you did rejoin into Discord. If you want, after the game tonight, I'll shoot you my MLB credentials.
You do not want to see yourself.
Feel free to use it anytime you want. I already share with a few other people, so don't worry about that. I actually have 2 MLB accounts this year.
Why does sustainability matter in sports?
I'll shoot those to you, and you can watch
that is
anytime you want.
outdoors amongst nature.
Use it as you see fit.
Atlanta Braves baseball.
Oh, now that you go to commercial break. Not quite sure what's going on here.
And by Destin Fort Walton
And now
Beach,
they're back.
Florida.
And now they're gone. Which means I'm going to have to sync it up again. Oh, absolutely. Sorry, guys. It looks like... No, they're not back yet. We have storm. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but we got massive rainstorm right now. It's pounding us hard right now. I don't know if that's what's causing the little bit of hiccup here. All right, looks like they're back.
Atlanta Braves lineup has been.
Well, since 2023, the Braves 4.56 is first in OPS and RBIs. And that's where I love it. The 7.89, first in OPS.
All right. Matt Olson will be at bat. Marcell Ozuna on deck. And Michael Harris will be batting in the whole third.
Yes. Only
Okay,
second RBIs
interactive.
behind
Damn
Philly.
it. I got to go ahead. All right, 0-1. That when they did a pitcher change, as the pitcher was throwing the ball, he goes down in the ground and the other's coming up. Messed me up. I didn't get it synced. We're synced now, though.
Ryan Nelson, second year in the bigs.
Uh-oh, what'd you do, Gene?
And he misses high.
He's got that cutter throwing harder than normal today. Huh?
And maybe an adjustment, like I said, because the numbers.
Now,
are
what's
not good
wrong with
against it
Freed? Did I
last
miss
year.
something? I didn't.
312,
I guess
82 OPS.
I didn't go out
And you were saying
looking.
it was about 86 last
Did
year.
Freed get hurt
86, so
yesterday?
perhaps trying to figure out a way to
90-91, trying to me maybe throw it a little bit harder.
A lot of times for guys too that you may call it a cutter, but it starts to get a little bit too big, and maybe it was registered.
With these lazy
as a
boy
cutter,
and
so
his
you find
mini
a way. He's got
fridge.
a great pitching coach here in Brent Strom.
2-2 the count. Bottom of the second. No outs.
Talk
Come on, Matt.
The baseball and making adjustments.
Ooh, that
guy that is behind all of it.
Brent Strom tried to retire.
I think that was the right call by the ump.
After Houston in the World Series, they're like, all right, I'll come back.
Oh, I didn't see that. I'll have to look that up.
Payoff pitch here to Matt Olson. in on the hands
What got
and
hurt?
fouled out of play.
How'd he get hurt?
Usually when you try to retire in our business, there's somebody in your home that's telling you, you know what?
Yeah, I didn't know
Don't get
that.
retired anymore. Go get unretired somewhere else.
They're talking Tommy John and
Torey
Freed,
Lovello's
really?
certainly happy to have him, that's for sure. Matt Olson cranks this.
There it is, Matty for his third, baby, to the top house! Woo, yeah! Third homer, 8th RBI, 408 feet, ladies and gentlemen. The reigning, defending MLB home run king hits another.
That's what you call a no-doubter.
Yeah, he let him back in the count.
Yeah!
Nelson did it. I mean, you go right middle to him. Just drops the barrel on it. Beautiful swing.
408 feet. It's a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. You mentioned he's heading the count 0-2. Nothing more frustrating.
And now we have the Big Bear, Marcell Ozuna at bat.
Great at bat.
Second homer of the series for Olson, third of the season. So the Braves had to work from behind in games 1 and 2 of this series, but now with a lead. Actually, the Braves' 5 wins this year, 4 of them have been come from behind victories.
Marcell Ozuna. This series, 5 for 9, 1 homer, 5
homers, this guy has
RBIs,
3
and
home
a
runs in his last 9
1.711
at bats, but he's
OPS.
down 0-2. Ozuna, it's not a homer, but it's a foul ball. Just missing extra bases.
See, if he goes big fly today, you're going to have to get the Big Bear a salmon.
Might deserve a couple.
You know?
Salmon dinner.
And not Kroger salmon. I think you got to go to Whole Foods.
Yeah, get the good stuff.
Big Bear will take any of it.
Oh, really, Sean? But lucky you, though, man. I've never been. That's
So
foul
French,
ball.
over the
I've
years,
never
I'm
been
curious
to
for
a
guys. They talk
professional
about hitting this
or
ballpark in the day
semi-pro or
compared to guys
anything
as far as
game
how well they
of any
Matt Olson
sport.
saw that ball really well. It looked
The only
really
thing
quick.
I've ever
He has
seen
about 120
live
points lower
is
during
high
the
school
day here last year
basketball,
for this club.
football, or wrestling.
Yeah, you know, look, I think.
And a couple, and a few.
Ball testing Alexander. And the rookie, though, let
Safe.
Walker off the bag.
Safe. Oh,
Ozuna
yes.
reaches.
Marcell
Probably gotta be an
Ozuna.
error, but you almost feel bad for the kid because he made a great play to his left, but he had plenty of time.
Now remember, everybody, I said at the beginning of the broadcast that all home runs, I will do a 3D interactive replay of. We'll have to give them,
runners,
give them just a short time so they have it ready for us. I can't do it until they queue up the video.
Yeah, they do.
But as soon as they do, I'll get that out there for you. We'll show you Matt Olson's
the first game
chop
of this
house
series,
home run.
Blaze Alexander came off the bench. Again, young rookie, and struggled, made an error, and then struck out in that Braves come from behind win.
Ooh.
Just called that one.
Not good.
See that?
He did?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryne Nelson not enjoying
Down in the
strike
dirt,
zone
so that'd
far.
be 2-0 or 3-0? 2-0.
So taking back day game, night game.
Well, I think, look,
I
I
may
think most of the time players.
I may miss some of the game now
Your body's just not used to
because
it. You don't see guys.
I don't want that crap happening like it did last night. So
Harris gives this a decent ride, but Grichuk is there.
But I always like playing.
I don't want to miss. I've been Hawkeye in
you
the
never have
chats.
those shadows unless it's that 4 o'clock game or something like that. But here's a pretty. I mean, this is a good hitting background here. With the trees, green center field, Chattahoochee Falls.
Haven't had one into Chattahoochee Falls yet out there in center.
Not yet.
It'll happen.
Is that what you dubbed that place out there?
Yeah, it's kind of just become Chattahoochee Falls.
Well, that's where they keep the Big Bear salmon.
Yeah.
That's why
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Sockeye?
Being a DH, he was kind of mosey on out there.
All right, so Owen won the
If
count
we ever
to
look
Orlando
down in
Arcia,
the
who's got a
Marcellus
393
taking a
batting
swing at
average,
Chattahoochee Falls.
0 home runs,
That
and
might
2
be the cherry
RBIs
on
on the
top of
season.
everything in this
OPS
world.
of
My favorite was a couple years ago when that whole bullpen
1.005.
went out there when they clinched and they were smoking cigars in the waterfall.
Orlando
Big
has
tuna.
not been very good in this series against the Diamondbacks.
Orlando Arcia sends this to right field. That ball, though, is heading foul about 5 rows deep.
Must have been 6-7 years ago, Fernando Rodney, when he was out in center field in Colorado. They have the same kind of beautiful landscape.
Yeah.
He was trying to hang out in the woods. Umpires
What
came
kind of
out
dog
from
does Gene
behind
have?
home plate.
Anybody
You
know?
You can't be there during the game.
Oh, he was just hanging out there during the game.
He was just hanging out during the game because the visitors' bullpen's right there.
Love
You
that.
can't hang out in the woods during the game.
Maybe nature called. He felt like he was on the golf course, you know.
Yeah, I don't want to walk there. I'm just going to go right here.
Braves with a run in on the Olsen homer. Ozuna
Running
got
to
it
the
first
count.
at a 1-2 to
Come on.
Orlando, and he fouls it.
Chopper down
into the
third
third
base
dugout.
line. Foul ball. That's right.
Inside, almost hit him. And that was some
2-2
noise that
the
he
count.
What's that guy's name? That was it, Domingo Ayala,
Yeah.
right? The fake guy who made that exact same sound every time he swung.
The guy on the internet.
Yeah.
2-2 foul.
That's one of those where you get caught leaning because he's throwing you cutters and sliders, and all of a sudden he
announcers.
rips one in there, and you think it's
Hey!
coming right for you. There's nothing worse than a first at bat in a day game getting 96 in the ribs.
Again, the 2-2 here in inning number 2. That ball is fair.
That is a fair base hit.
Gurriel gets to it quickly, so the runners at first and second with one away.
One out. One out. Runners on first and second.
What at bat.
Landon with a 1-0 lead.
These hitters right now doing such a great job of spoiling pitches.
Remember, everybody, I changed some things up here
just to stay
recently.
alive, and then you finally get one that you can
The
handle.
only
Force
way
that
we
pitcher
will
to make
get a
mistake.
golden broom celebration
Drives it to left field.
from here
That
out
is a textbook at
From
bat
here,
for Orlando in
next
that spot.
season, the
Truist
season
Park
after,
sitting on the other side
from
of the
here
pitch.
on out,
Think you make
is
that
if the
pitch,
Braves
finish the hitter
sweep
off. He spoils
the
it a
series.
couple different times. Same thing with the Matt Olson
then
at bat.
we will have a
Then you
golden
make
broom
mistakes,
celebration.
and they make
But
mistakes.
we are still doing
I was going to say, I know you
chat
never want to
vote
give
as
up
well.
the long ball, but as a pitcher,
that
rather
if the
give it up
community
first
gets
pitch and have to battle
every
for 9 pitches.
vote
Or deflate
correct
it.
for
I
a
mean,
series,
sure, it's like anything in
we
life,
will
I
still
guess.
do
You're
something
gonna fail
special
right away
for that.
instead of putting your best effort in for a while. And then
I like
having
that.
I just
nothing
don't
to do.
got
That's
a
a great
fancy
motto.
name
You're
for
going to
it
fail,
yet.
fail quick.
Just
So, hey,
throwing the
there you
towel
go.
right off the bat.
Might be the title of
I'd
that
love to
book.
have your guys' help.
Kelnick now.
I for sure this time
Is that one on the
I'll put
softball
up
team? Girls,
I'll,
we're gonna
I'll
fail.
put
Let's
something
fail
up
early.
in the community page
Let's get down quick.
asking
and
you
head
for
the
your
exits.
opinions
Get knocked
of
out
what
in the
we should
first
call
round.
that, so we can
Once
give
you
it a
get back to
fancy
play,
name
play all day and then lose in the finals.
for the
How
chat
fun is
vote
that?
being right. Some kind of
Kelnick
celebration
to
name.
right
Kelnick,
field, and
right field. That's going to bring a base home.
Grichuk had to play it off an awkward hop. Now Ozuna waited to see if it would fall, so he
No,
does
it
not
didn't.
score. But the bases
No,
are
Ozuna didn't come
loaded.
home.
Well, CJ, I think that should answer your question from
Well,
a
bases
defensive
loaded.
perspective, because
One out.
that's a ball that usually
We got
an athlete like
Chadwick
Richard,
Trout
make
heading
this.
to the
That's why
plate.
Ozuna had to stop. I mean, off the bat here, it looked like a line drive just right to right field.
You get a bad read on that. Right?
That's
Looked
what
like
I'm
there's
saying.
some top spin that he did not see.
Because it bounced right there. If he would have took a direct line, he could have caught it. And it is tough
Big
sometimes
Tim.
out there with the glare that you get behind here with the shadows and the sun.
So now Chadwick Tromp getting the start today for Travis d'Arnaud. He hits it out to Grichuk. Ozuna gets ready to tag.
There, Ozuna
The
coming home.
Bears rumbling home.
Big Bear slides. Safe. Big Bear for the score.
I know that's
Atlanta
an
takes a
automatic
2-0
second, but it certainly wasn't
lead.
gonna be an automatic
2 outs,
run
runners
because we
on
know
the
Marcellus
corner.
Not run particularly well, and Randall Grichuk's got a pretty good arm, and he knows how to play that position. Going back to last year, 9 outfield assists for a guy who wasn't playing every day.
Looks like he didn't get a lot on that throw, maybe.
But the big
Either
Bear
that,
on that
either that or
slide.
the big bear was going faster than we give him credit
That's
for.
right.
The bear belly slide, name of the t-shirt.
That's right, lady.
He's
As
gonna
you
need
notice,
all
he's out of the
45
bung
seconds
house.
Or 45
He's now the
minutes
Big
before
Bear.
his next debut. Get back to neutral.
Welcome in,
Arceus
everybody.
at
Appreciate you
third,
stopping
Kelnick's
in.
at first.
Hey, if you haven't done so,
Up and into Acuna. We'll see
That
that a
was-
lot.
Come on, pitcher.
Ryne Nelson had a really good start here last year.
If you haven't done so, hit that thumbs up for us.
Gave up 3 hits
and if
and
you
2
haven't
runs.
subscribed to the channel, I'd
4
certainly
hits and
appreciate
2
it.
runs here, and we're only in the 2nd inning.
All right, so that'll be 1-1 count to Ronald Acuna.
You got to come in to get him
Acuna
out.
is 0 for 1. He had a pop out.
It's when
in
you're
the
up
first.
and in by that. Yeah, that's when guys get
He
frustrated.
is 3 for 11 this series, guys. He has just not come on yet.
Swing and a miss at the 96-mile-per-hour fastball.
Now, here's a question for you. My understanding is during the offseason, Acuna played for the Venezuela League.
Nelson
He
also
continued
started
playing
last
baseball.
year against Atlanta out in the
Is
desert,
he
but
just
did not
worn
have
down?
as much
Is
success.
that part of
His better start
his
was
reason
certainly
for
here at
starting
Truist
out
Park. Diamondbacks
so
won that one.
so badly?
Just downstairs on the cutter.
That's a question for you to mull on.
See, that one looked more like a slider to me than the cutter.
Yeah, and it could be one of those things where, again, because they're automatically classified, they get caught in between. They're not always accurate.
No doubt that was a fastball.
Or he's just a guy that can manipulate that pitch, right? I think.
And I got Hazel. He's land.
He would just do one breaking ball, but the range on that
He's
pitch,
land.
the way that he could vary the break on it, made it very difficult to actually call what pitch it was.
This is wild.
Come say hi to
2-2, 2
YouTube.
outs, and down goes Ronald Acuna Jr. But the Braves
Ronald Acuna,
scored
see?
twice. The
I
party
mean,
got started in the chop house.
Swing and a miss. That's strike
Matt
3.
Olson with a trip there on a Sunday
So
afternoon.
they did it. 2-0. Come here. No, go around. Come on. Come here. Come here. Hurry up. Come here. Come say hi. Come on. Come on, pretties. Come on. Here she comes. Oh, come here. Come on. Hey, get up here. There he is. We'll say hi to YouTube. Tell everybody hi. Say, I'm Hazel. Hi. Tell them all how you love YouTube. I would want to agree, but you know, early spring training, he hurt his knee even, or I think it was his knee that Acuna hurt. So he really didn't play a whole lot in spring training. Well, looks like my cam's gonna crap out on us, guys and gals. So it may go down. It's getting pretty lagged up here.
Atlanta goes for the sweep. Braves right now 5-2 on the young season. Arizona has lost 3 straight by 1 run against the Yankees and 2 against the Braves to fall to 4-5. Chris Sale pitching to the bottom 3 in the order here, starting with Blaze Alexander.
Chopped a timeout after the first pitch.
Don't see that one very often,
especially after a ball. One thing when you take a bad swing, maybe you feel like you need a reset.
We've seen it so much where guys get 2 strikes, especially on the road. Crowd gets into it. That's usually when they take their time out. You got a 35-year-old veteran on the mound and a young rookie at the dish here batting in Alexander. 1-1. Nice slider. 1-2.
All right. We got to get it synced up a little better. There you go. Now
I think
she's
when
good in
this
sync.
offseason when Alex Anthopoulos signed Sale, you knew the history of the injuries, but when he's on,
Well, thank you,
only
lady.
ERA in his career,
She is a pit bull.
3.11, road 3.10.
The consistency really is amazing with him.
I'm not sure what
When he's
breed of
healthy
pit bull she
and
is.
Nothing
but
changes, right? You can tell he's not a guy that's going to be intimidated or affected by
No.
environment, right? It's part of the reason.
It's
I think
too
part of the-
bad,
part
I
of the
mean-
conversation that we've had about him joining this club is that
That
this
pit
extra
bulls
level
have
of
such a
intensity,
stigma,
what a gamer he is.
you know,
Obviously
behind
started
him
a great team when he
that
got here, but was there a little
people
extra
just
something
are so
that he
scared
could
of
bring
them.
to
I
this
mean,
roster?
Yeah, and coming
there's
with
good
high
reason for it. But
Kind of gets you excited again to play.
she's not.
especially, as you said, as you
She's
get
not
older,
vicious at all.
Taking it far, bases empty.
big
career,
lovey-dovey.
opponents average 220, men on 220.
Now-
So I mean,
You know, they say
Talk
that a
about
dog can
consistency.
sense bad people,
the key, like
and
you
I've
also-
only seen her get
the help.
aggressive with people that
He's
are
had injury
bad.
issues back to 2019.
And there's only been maybe
Swinging
3
bunt
people
here.
ever that
Sale
that
fielding
she's
his
gotten.
position. Oh,
Call him out. He's on the grass. They're going to do it.
Yep.
They are. You are
It's
right.
about time, man. Gosh, it wears me out, Frenchie.
And that was him yesterday, if you
Yeah.
remember Blaze. That was
They
way
could
out
have
there.
called him out yesterday. Torrey LaVella's
Chris
going to come out and
Sale
argue it.
picks up the
What
ball,
they should have done was said something to him
throws
yesterday.
it
At least
to
his
Maddie,
manager should say
who,
something like that. You're not going to get away with
for
that.
whatever reason,
You
wasn't
got away
able to
with
bag it.
yesterday, and you don't get away with it.
Yeah,
So,
you pointed out yesterday,
overthrows
CJ, I'm glad you did,
first,
'cause this-
runner
look at
moves
this.
to
This is an
second.
easy call.
This should be an easy
And again, the
out.
rule this year,
Sale.
just to keep in mind, if you're in the grass, you shouldn't be there. If you're in the dirt, you're okay, but the grass is bad, and he was clearly in the grass.
What's going on here?
Torrey LaVella not too happy.
That's what you just see. Adam's face, he said, I promise you. And I guarantee you, son, I promise you he's in the grass. Go look.
I think they're going to call him out.
I don't know what he could possibly be arguing. You say, well, did he slide over at the last second? No. The rule, they finally changed the rule, which is, you have, as Brandon mentioned, you got all the dirt to work with now.
Okay.
This could be none other than Torrey trying to get his team fired up right here. He's had 2 tough losses.
And you can't challenge it. But here's the thing, right? When that happens, you know those moments when a manager comes out and gets your guys going. It's usually when you feel like something has gone against you.
Yep.
But it hasn't yet.
So the
Manager came up.
conversation
I didn't
over.
catch what was going
Blaze
on here.
Alexander is out.
He is out.
I mean, I'll be
Oh, he's in
honest
the
with you,
grass.
I can't remember the last time, CJ, seeing a guy that far in the grass. I mean, honestly. Like, you see guys on the edge there.
That dude was in the grass the whole way from
But he's a
the
good
plate
3
to the
feet
bag.
on the grass.
Something the rookie will have to adjust going forward.
Wow, he is out, guys and
Now
gals.
Tucker Barnhart,
He ran
he's
down
getting the
first
start to game
baseline
catcher,
in the grass
spelling Gabriel
on the
Moreno,
infield
started games
grass.
1 and 2 of the series.
And if you wonder what the life of a backup catcher is, this is it.
Wow.
Sunday day game, lefty on lefty against Sale. Go get him.
Hey,
kid.
we'll take it,
I mean,
right?
basically, it came down, do you want Max Fried or do you want Chris
Hey,
Sale?
Kenneth,
He got
how you
to
doing,
choose.
buddy?
But that was the choice that
yeah.
Torrey LaVella
Yeah.
had in this series as far as giving his regular a day off. And maybe Moreno said,
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Tucker Barnhart was a longtime starter with the Reds.
Sorry about that.
With Detroit.
Yeah, I forgot to turn it back on
Bouncing
after.
around toward the end of his career, but he's still
Restarting the
33
cam.
years of age.
Oh,
There's
the
the
cam is
two-strike
giving me
timeout
so
for the
many
catcher.
issues.
no one gets fired up about too much, and it's kind of odd. But the 45-foot lane rule does get me fired up.
I can't tell.
Yeah,
I
it really
couldn't
does.
tell.
Man. I also had coffee this inning, so the two
Oh,
work together.
no wonder.
Swing
Why
and a
does it
miss.
keep reverting
That
back?
is the 22nd 100 strikeout of Chris Sale's career.
I mean, you almost jumped out of the booth on that one when you
wore me
saw him
out
do
as
it.
I saw him running the grass. Another good breaking ball here from Chris Sale. That one at 80 miles an hour.
That's where if you're Tucker Barnhart, you look at Sale, you're like, really?
So Chris Sale, 2,200 strikeouts. Remember, he was the fastest to 2,000 strikeouts in Major League
Thanks for
Baseball
letting me know,
history.
guys.
Reached
I
that
think
mark
that
back in
should-
2019 before all the
Yeah, there we go.
injuries started to pile
Not
up on
stuttering.
him.
Man, well, back in 12-13 when I was in
We
Kansas
will,
City, he was just kind of on the scene with the White Sox.
We'll be taking a look at
Getting
that
from
Matt
side was
Olson home
98,
run
99.
here on the next on the next break, guys and gals.
Dealing to Kevin Newman. And Newman grounds it to Ozzie Albies. And Chris Sale
That'll be out
cruising
number
right
3.
along as we head to the bottom of the 3rd.
So we're going to head to the bottom of the 3rd with the Atlanta Braves leading 2-0. All right, let's get that pulled up here. All right, as promised, here is the Matt Olson Chop House home run. That's Matt Olson's 3rd home run of the season. For your viewing pleasure. And again, everybody, the choppiness comes, it's in beta. But I'll take it any day. We'll go ahead and show it again. And as you can see, you know, the little flickering. All right, there you have it. There is Matt Olson's Chop House home run. I just got the grass call. Hey, D, what's up, bro? Mav is fishing today. I know he told you guys he'd do a stream and then changed it, but like we've always said, real life, he's got a new girlfriend, and I guess she told him he needed to get away from all this YouTube stuff and work stuff and go relax. So they decided to go fishing. Cool. Are you working today, or you finally got a day off, my friend? Yeah, he's goat hunting. Yeah, he does tournament fishing. So Gene had a bowling tournament the other day. Old Mav's, he's at a fishing tournament. He does carp fishing for a tournament. I've actually seen him win some big bucks even. There was one tournament that him and his partner won like $5,000. But you pay. So, you hear him complain that he ain't got no money, but this fishing trip probably cost him $300 or more. Yeah, that tournament fishing, it ain't cheap. I think it depends on the day even for how much they pay. Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Heater.
Thank you, Kenneth.
Well, and Nelson knows he's kind of
That's
pitching
good,
for his
D, that
big
you
league
got the
life
day
here
off.
because
Sure.
he, as I mentioned, won the 5th spot out of spring training. But
hey,
that's
Gene won his bowling tournament, so maybe Mav will pop in sometime during the stream, which I doubt. I don't think he'll be home until probably 6 to 9.
We saw in Game 1 of this series. And for the Diamondback, that's an encouraging sign. I mean, you start thinking about a rotation.
So we got Matt Olson, who's 1 for 1 on the day with a solo home run in the second.
We saw him last
1
night.
and 2 to count, 2 outs, bottom of the 3rd, with the Atlanta Braves leading 2-0 over the Arizona Diamondbacks. down in the
Evens up
dirt.
to Olsen 2-2.
And
That'll
I think
be
that's
2-2
what's
the
most
count.
impressive about being able to come back.
Matt
the last
Olsen,
2 nights
5
on
for
this
8
team again.
this series.
A lot of people
With a season
forget
average of a
because, when the Braves
333.
lost to the Phillies last year, there's some, disappointment, this and that, but Diamondbacks went on to beat the Phillies.
Oh, yeah. But,
Ryne Nelson is getting into
it's
a groove.
expensive
4
for him to
straight
spend.
strikeouts swinging.
But the possibility of bringing home, like they did, I think it was 2 or 3 fishing trips they did, and they damn near won, like, it was between $8,000 and $11,000 that him and his partner brought in, with like 3 or 4 different fishing trips. He's made some good money. So it definitely has incentive to fish. Me, I just fish for fun. We don't have none of that tournament style fishing around me. Wish we did. I'd love to be a part of that. But I know I've heard him say that what they call a set is you have to pay per set, and you get 3 pulls to a set. I've heard him say that some sets have went as much as $240 entry fee of $240 per set. And then of course there's tournaments where that's less than that. So yeah, it could get expensive. But boy, to have the opportunity to walk away with $5,000 or better, and these tournaments, they have them all the time. And lots of people turn out for them. So there's always the possibility of winning a good chunk of money. I told him to start taking some cameras, man, and put out some live stream of it. Do some videoing of what he's catching. I told him, if you win a tournament this summer, take a little bit of that money, get yourself a couple GoPros, man, and start documenting and putting it out there for everybody.
And quite honestly, the rate has stayed the same.
All right, they're back live on the field. 0-1 to count.
4 strikeouts here, first time through the order.
Chris Sale looking very, very good. Top of the 4th, he's on pitch 48.
And he gets Marte quickly 0-2, who he struck out to start the game in the first inning.
Again, this is where when Chris Sale gets you 0-2-1-2, as a hitter, it's just so tough because of the weapons, because of he can work both sides.
Yes, sir.
Of the
The
plate.
Mets.
Is it
another home?
Guessing game.
Are we home for the Mets? Okay.
Looking for his 5th
I thought so.
strikeout.
I honestly
stays
haven't
away
looked
from the
ahead of
slider.
this series.
And with Spencer Strider going on the IL, Chris Sale, the importance to this team, well, that raises a little bit, obviously.
Well, you mentioned the name Jordan Montgomery a minute ago here. CJ, for you last year doing the Rangers, Jacob deGrom goes down, right?
Yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. Hey, if you haven't done so, be sure to hit that thumbs up for
in the regular
us.
season.
We currently have a 20 like goal set for the channel.
It took him so long
it takes a minimum of at least 20 likes for the algorithm to
and his legs taken out from underneath him, but Ozzy Albies makes a play.
Thrown over to first. That'll be out number 1.
The custom flip the hat to the side. Thankfully, he's okay.
I can't believe with as many people as we had come through last night, I ended up with 12 likes.
You can always laugh about it when it's an out.
Especially when you turn around.
We made it to 10 so early in the stream. And then it just stalled. Nobody from there on, other than one guy that actually
so lanky.
spoke up and
6'6"
said that he had subbed in light. He was the only one.
That is going to be the first blemish against him today. He had not allowed a base
runner.
That
is a base hit for the Diamondbacks. So Chris Sale gives up his first hit.
French, you were talking about trying to guess against a guy like Chris Sale. You faced him quite a bit in your career. Had some success, 4 for 24, but You took him deep in 2012. Were you guessing then?
Oh, dude, it was a fastball running away at 99. I went right.
Oh my God, Gene!
Chicago.
I'm sorry, but
You know we can find video.
at first I misread what that said.
I'm not gonna lie.
And I was about
perfect.
ready
He
to
threw
be
right in
like,
my
what
bat
the
as I was
hell,
swinging.
Gene? I thought it
Slow
said
run that around the
inspecting
bases?
minors
Oh,
is a
I
job I could really see myself doing. I was like, what the hell is he
I'm
talking
seriously
about?
always amazed
Then I
at how
looked a
you
little
guys have
closer
played
and I
at such
see
a
that
high
it
level.
said
Your
years.
memories. You guys remember those moments so vividly.
Well,
My apologies, my
there were
friend.
some home runs against the good ones like that. You don't want to forget those.
0-1 to Lourdes Gurriel Jr. 0-2.
Actually, Kenneth, he has a really nice computer set up.
He almost has a right-handed.
The guy
hitter.
has
It's tough, but you almost gotta think
a
right center on that
GTX
fastball.
or an RTX 3090 Ti.
Ozzy's got to go a long
EVGA
way.
3090 Ti.
Won't get
Oh,
there.
that's going to be a base
That's going
hit.
to allow Carroll with that speed
Here comes
to
Carroll with
easily
that
get
speed.
to third.
He's around to third, so runners on the corner.
Diamondbacks at the corner.
One out.
Well, Ozzy's a little slow to get up. I think it's just because he's got some dirt heading in the wrong direction.
He has a really nice setup to start with.
Look at his
And he's actually got an RTX 3090 Ti, the EVGA
hit it all
FTW version.
an hour, but in the perfect spot.
Sitting in his closet.
Yeah, even if Ozzy comes up with that ball,
He doesn't know how to put it in. Or he's not comfortable.
So a chance for the
with putting it in.
Diamondbacks to try to work
So
from
it
behind
just
like the
sits in
Braves
his
have done
closet.
to them the last couple of games.
Because
Christian Walker, the
yeah, he's
cleanup
got a
man,
really
beats it.
really nice build. He's got the Hero 8 Crosshair Hero 8 Wi-Fi.
That hit him?
Yeah,
He's got
It did.
a Ryzen 9 processor, like
He
the
offered at it. It's a strike.
Strike three is best, but you'll take
3900
Now he's got to
I
finish
can't
this at
remember,
bat,
to be
knowing he just got
honest.
hit by a pitch and he swung at.
very
Like I
nice
said, he's
system.
probably done this quite a bit.
Very quick.
Right above the knee.
And you know, he didn't even give a smile. He tried a tough guy this one.
Oh, that hit him.
Probably have to laugh at myself on that one.
That hit him. What happened?
And then Sale goes outside, 1-1.
It was Ruben
All right, so we
Mateo,
got
maybe,
Kristen
or
Walker,
Pedro
who's
Martinez.
0 for 1 with a
Seems
strikeout
fastball,
in
he's a
second.
free swinger.
Counts now
Hit him
1 and
straight
1.
in
We
the
have
chest,
one out.
dead
Runners
center.
on the corner. So
It's a fast
the
swing, but it's a
Diamondbacks
slider
90
coming from
feet
the left
from
to the
scoring.
right.
It's the heater.
It's the heater.
Go ahead, run
I wanna
at the
tighten up
plate
that,
right now.
Pitch recognition.
When you said it hit him straight in the, I didn't know where that was going, but ended with chest.
Sale with the
Sale at 57 pitches
nonchalant
right now.
toss over to first. Might have been something that he just tossed to first because he didn't feel the pitch coming on.
Outside on the fastball,
2-1 the
2-1
count.
now to Walker. Walker is 1 for 11 in the series.
Sale now 14 pitches in on
Remember,
this
Sale
inning.
threw 83 pitches in the season opener in Philly, 5 1/3. Nice pitch there,
God.
2-2.
Got him swinging. 2-2.
At this point here, you know, it's 2-2. You could try to gas him up top. I like the idea of coming back with that same pitch right there. He swung at it once and it hit him. He was way out in front of that one. Not seeing the
Silly
ball
sucker
great.
3000, eh?
Let's see what Chris Sale does. 2-2 pitch. And it's fouled off. It's
Foul ball.
slider away.
Yeah, you know how Mav got that PC. He comes to me,
One thing Chris Sale
comes to
said
me
down
one
in
night and
spring
he asked
training,
me,
he said,
hey,
I'm just excited to be
KGB.
healthy because he had not
He's
had
like,
a healthy
man,
offseason since 2019.
he's like, what would
He
you,
just
if,
felt so much more
if you were going to
confident
build
going
your
into
computer, he's like,
2024,
what would you build? What would you
knowing
get?
that he had a clean bill of health.
And, you know, I was
October
already
1st.
looking at stuff, you know, for
Healthy
my
into the
next
offseason
dream
and
build.
Healthy coming out of the offseason.
And I'm like, well, that's, I said,
And
well,
how he
I've been looking
explained
actually.
it,
I
how
said,
long
here,
it's
I'll show
been,
you
how
what,
nice it felt to actually
what,
be able to experience
I'm putting
both
in
of
my
those
wish
things for the
list.
first time in a really long time.
And so I showed him every bit of it. He didn't say nothing more.
Runner breaks for second, fouled away.
I didn't know he wrote it down to
Gurriel will
me.
return
He went to
first.
Micro Center and bought everything that I told him. Not exactly
We're
everything.
now up to
I
about
would've got a
19
Corsair,
foul balls here. You mentioned 10 in the
AIO.
first inning. That
He
seems
got
like
the
a big number.
in
Give the
ZXT.
Diamondbacks some credit.
Kraken instead, and I would have got Corsair Ram, and he got something different than Corsair. But everything else, he got exactly what I said I would have put together.
He's got some pop in his bat. When you make a mistake, you know he can make.
And then he had a buddy of ours from HBS Clanmate.
They did.
He had our buddy come down.
Is going to get their first
I believe
run.
Ice lived in Alabama, so he made a 3-hour trip there
Carroll
to
comes
Ron's
home.
house.
It's 2-1.
Put it all together for him. So he's got a really nice
fortunate
setup.
turn of events there for Chris Sale.
Didn't see what happened, but he didn't argue. He knew whatever he had done.
Remember, everybody, we got a 20-leg goal, so let's
Run in
smash
scoring
that thumbs
position.
up.
Another 2-2 offering. Right center. And
That's going to
this
drop.
ball
That's going to
is
drop.
gonna get down.
Damn it.
Harris gets to it, but not before. Gurriel comes
We're gonna
home,
give up
and
two.
it is 2-2.
Tie score.
Things flipping quickly there.
Come on, Sale. Settle down.
Let's take a look at the location. We're just talking about these deep at-bats and making mistakes. And check out the glove there of Chadwick Tromp. He was set up in, reaches back over the plate. And so a mistake there really off the plate. It's a changeup at 88. That wasn't a bad pitch.
No, but I don't like giving that guy a chance to get extended right there. I feel like you'd really had him kind of free swinging.
It goes inside and misses to Eugenio Suarez.
I don't quite understand the balk and whatnot.
So a tough sequence for Sale. He didn't give up anything through the first 3 innings. Went through the lineup in order.
In our clan,
now giving up the 2 runs here.
I've been a part of the clan. I'm not the actual founder of it. Our organization, our clan, was founded in 2005. I didn't join until 2007, but by 2008, I took over as owner and leader of everything. And I've always been there for everybody. Always. Anybody needs help, I'm the guy that comes.
Down and in.
That's the pitch I wish he came back with Walker there.
So do you throw that again?
I do.
I enjoy
when a guy
helping
continuously
people.
chases that pitch.
Gives me purpose in
It doesn't
life.
have to be any better than it is. Just get that same arm angle. When you go out over the plate, to me, you give him a chance to put it in play.
Well, he tried it again, but
see, I was talking. I missed it. I got to pay more attention to the game.
It's probably going to be a foul ball.
I missed.
exactly.
I didn't realize they balked. So who got moved then? Because when they balk, if there's a runner on base,
struck
he
out
moves forward.
swinging in the 2nd inning. Two. Wow, that was
Got him looking.
Fastball takes care of Suarez.
Out number 2.
You could have drawn up a better pitch right there.
How many Ks on the day is that?
Corner, 95.
And I imagine for Eugenio Suarez, it probably looked harder than that based on how that had gone with the all-speed pitches early.
Maybe go to the top of the chat where it says Top Chat and click on Live Chat. You're a moderator now. You're a moderator now there, Laney, so that might be why.
Diamondbacks had the ankle injury, so he got a late start to the season. Last year he was with 2 teams, the Rockies and then the Angels. He faced the Braves in both uniforms.
0-1 the count. Grichuk 0 for 1 today, grounded out in the 2nd.
And Sale quickly gets ahead of him, 0-2.
Lady, did you try clicking on up at the top, the little drop down that says Top Chat? Put it to Live Chat.
Sale looking for his 6th strikeout of the afternoon. And on that pitch,
Foul ball.
fought off by Grichuk.
Straight emergency hack.
Grichuk 2 for 5 for this series with a season batting average of
Grichuk
400.
does have a couple of homers in 19 at-bats against Sale in his career, but he grounded out back in the 2nd inning. He's going to ground to third again.
That's going to be ground to third, over to first, out number 3.
In between hot by Austin Riley. But
We're going to head to the bottom of the 4th with score now tied 2-2. Well, maybe I only see at the top. No, I think everybody should. Right above the vote chat, it should say Top Chat. Here, let me try something. Damn it, that wasn't supposed to happen. Sorry about that. I forgot to go to studio mode first. See here? Lady, I put it on the... Okay, you got it? All right. Awesome.
Really jumped out to
Back
me.
down
You
live
look
on
at
the
what
field
he's doing
with
on
Marcell
specific
Ozuna at
pitches.
bat, Michael
He really
Harris
got a
on
season
deck, and
going,
Orlando
crushing the
Arcia
fastball May through July.
batting
Then in
third
August,
in the
pitchers
hole.
turn to the breaking ball. He crushed that too. Back in September, he had the highest slugging percentage in all the major leagues off of fastballs. So, guys, my
Comes the
question
pitch.
is, what exactly are you
That'll be
supposed to throw
strike
this guy?
one.
Well, that's a good question because everybody else is trying to figure that out as well.
Yeah.
And they're involved in all the data and analytics, not even the stuff that we have access to. So it's like anything, right? You got to hit your spots, you got to make speeds, but he's taking advantage of all of it. Going back to the last 5 months of the season and now into this one.
I was going to say, the one way with Marcell, you can expand a little bit if you slowly get him going out there. The problem is, as we saw last night, if you miss
Welcome
at
in,
all
everybody.
In the zone or even outside
Welcome
the zone,
in. Appreciate you stopping
he's so
by.
strong,
Hey,
he can hit it out
haven't
anywhere.
done so yet. Please be sure to
Facing
smash
an
that
0-2
thumbs
pitch
up. We have
here,
a 20
and he's
like
able to
goal,
lay off
7th
that
Street tonight.
fastball. Think about it, though. Yesterday, his 4th home run of the season.
We're
His
currently
4th home
sitting
run
at
last year
11
didn't come until May
likes,
3rd
so we're
down in
halfway
Miami.
there.
Fish tank.
Halfway
That's
there.
right. He took a charter boat out, caught some salmon, came in, went yard a couple of times.
He did. That was the start of a
2-2 count to Marcell
unbelievable
Ozuna.
5 months for him.
Ozuna 1 for 1 today with a single in the second.
He singled and scored
He's
in
got
the
a
second.
344 batting average and a 1.145 OPS.
On the ground to
4 home runs.
Suarez. Easy throw, 1 out.
1 out. I do believe Ozuna leads the team with home runs with 4.
Zaxby's now has fried shrimp, and it comes with all new Zax's tail sauce. Can I get a...
Michael Harris
Can
now.
he get a...
That's how this team's constructed, too, guys, to have a guy like him as your DH. All these other guys, they want to play every day. They need to play every day. They're great at defense.
Michael Harris.
Harris!
Center field.
Long! Deep!
Solo.
That is gone, baby!
Back on top.
Solo home run. Michael Harris, 2nd of the season and 5th RBI of the season. There we go, 409 feet.
That didn't take long to grab the lead back.
Certainly didn't hear change-up, slightly elevated. Still some decent movement as Michael goes out, hooks it, squares it up. Mentioned the home run ball was a problem last year for Nelson. 24 of those allowed, and 2 so far here this afternoon for the Braves.
So 3-2 Atlanta. Now Orlando Arcia.
Braves back on top, 3-2. That'll be ball 1 to Orlando Arcia, who's
Arcia
1 for
singled
1
back
with a
in the
single
second, 1 for 1.
Swing and a
Swing
miss.
and a miss there, a ball and a strike.
Orlando 3 for 9
Braves offense,
this series
as we said, last
with
year,
a season
led the
batting
league
average of a
virtually every
4.14.
offensive category, and doing the same again so far this year. Already averaging over 7 runs a game, 7.3, which is tops in Major League Baseball.
Talked CJ about the first pitch yesterday. Atlanta 457 so far this year. Obviously that will go down some, but on the first pitch, say a lot of times this team is aggressive in the zone, but they'll also take their walks.
389 last year. That was the best in baseball on first pitches. Not surprising. Most home runs.
Tough for Orlando there. He's trying to get out of the way, and he ends up striking out. Jared Kelnick coming up. He's a spotlight of our Xfinity.
Oh, thanks, Kenneth. I missed that in the chat.
Kelnick already with a single back.
So
in
Monday,
the
Tuesday,
inning.
Wednesday is a 7:10 game.
6:47. Is that good, guys? I'm not aware.
12:30.
And you'll take that
PM
with
game.
runners
All
in
right.
scoring position
Awesome.
all day long as well. And how about him crushing fastballs? It's all been good to see. Again, it's kind of funny how that spring training went. There might have been a couple of Braves fans a little panicky about
Celtic Warrior
Jared
at
Kelnick's
bat.
spring, but he finished it strong.
Wanna
and
know
just
the
carried
count?
over into the season.
Kelnick is 1 for 1 on the day. He's
He's
singled in the
reached
second.
safely in all 8
He's
Braves
5
games
for
so
6
far.
this series with a season batting average of a 647.
Sounded like a broken bat. Foul down the first base line.
Broken
I
bat.
remember I was on 3 to 4 weeks into spring training. I was on a radio station or MLB network, something like that, and they were asking about Kelnick, and I said, first off, I haven't followed yet, so I can't tell you. All right?
Appreciate your honesty.
Not there yet, but second of all, spring training, guys. Like, I know they struggle a little bit, but brand new team, working through a lot. I'm sure getting, like you said, new hitting coaches, new philosophy, trying to change some things, and like what he's done, though, he's stuck with the plan, kind of, I think, and it's paid off.
He's still just 24 years old. 2
Oh,
and 2.
big swing and a miss. 2 and 2
Got
to
some
count.
good support here, too, from up north. I saw something go by on social media, hashtag Kelnick Crew with the K for crew.
Nice.
His family, they're all down on the field yesterday with their shirts. Jerseys on and jerseys, and proud of their guy.
But he's going to
Right
ground
down
out here
first
to
base
Walker.
line. That'll be out.
That will do it in the 4th. But
That's
Michael
it for the
Harris
4th.
gives Atlanta the lead right back.
So we are heading to the top of the 5th with Atlanta taking the lead, 3-2. They come back. They'll have Blaze Alexander at bat, Trucker Bamhart on deck, and Kevin Newman will be batting third in the hole for the Diamondbacks. Thank you so much for everybody that has stopped by. Thank you for the subs and the likes. Remember, the channel is partially monetized. We're able to take super chats, super thanks, and super stickers, as well as we offer 3 tiers of membership packages. You can start out with the 99-cent rookie tier, or you can take the pro tier for $1.99 a month, or you could grab the MVP tier for $2.99 a month. And as a matter of fact, I'm exactly one $10 super chat away from being able to actually, where they will start sending me the money that I've earned. I'm sitting at $96 and some odd cents, and they say you got to have 100. YouTube takes 10% or 30%, so a $10 donation would leave $7, which would put me over. Been a long time to gain that, and I thank everybody that has thus far donated and helped out and sent your super chats, especially Laney. You're amazing. I appreciate all the support you've given. H-Town, thank you so much. He started my season out on a good note. He threw me $100 super chat. Unfortunately, I would already be there, but when H-Town sent his super chat, he sent it through Apple Pay. So YouTube took 30% and Apple took 30%. So very close to that. And I'd like to say thank you to everybody that has purchased a membership as well. Laney and Mav and so forth. And congratulations to everybody that has actually won a free month. I've given away 4 or 5 memberships thus far. Oh, Ozzy can't get to it, so that'll be a base hit. Oh, lady, thank you so much. You're awesome. That does it for me. That should put me over. Woohoo! Reach that milestone. Thank you so much. Absolutely heart and a light. Thank you so much. Your 20th super chat. That's awesome, Laney. Such a great sub. Gene. That's going to be a bunt attempt. Got it out at first, but runner does advance to third. So the Diamondbacks are 90 feet from scoring to tie the game. Well, hey there, CeeLo. Oh, shit. Sound.
But then,
my apologies,
guys.
guys.
Back
Damn.
left-handed only in August of 2019.
Now I'm paying attention to the chat more, and I'm missing other things.
Infield coming in here for Atlanta. Didn't Larry Walker?
And I guess I got you good modders out there.
That was Kruk.
Maybe I don't need to be so eagle-eyed and just. I don't want that kind of crap to happen.
I've always wondered if there were certain types of pitchers.
Apologies
as a
that
switch
things
hitter
on the
that
stream
you
are suffering
would
in
not
other
want
places.
to switch it against, right? You get a lefty, say, that's change-up dominant.
Oh, for sure.
Right, like Glav is a good example, I think, of a guy that if you're a switch hitter, you're kind of at a disadvantage if you're batting right-handed.
That we do.
Breaking ball,
if they sweep the Diamondbacks today, we will have a golden broom.
I know a lot of switch hitters.
If the chat vote gets today's vote correct, we'll have some kind of celebration. I just don't have a fancy name to call it. So there's going to be two ways we can have celebrations. One with the chat vote getting it right first series, and if the Braves sweep a team.
2-1. Outside, 3 balls to the strike.
After the stream tonight, I'll put it up on the community page.
Right now at 80
I'd like your suggestions of what we should call the chat vote celebration.
The way that they're going to handle it, they're not going to
so if you got some cool little nicknames to call it or so, be sure to stop by once that post is up and leave your comments.
From him this season,
and be sure to head on over there and throw some likes up too. Like I said, all the likes help with the algorithm.
Right now, trying to get through the 5th. 3-2 here to the second baseman, Newman. Got a piece.
Yeah, he's doing the NASCAR races
just called
today.
Up today. Geraldo Perdomo mentioned his knee injury yesterday. They found out it is a torn meniscus for their starting shortstop. So Perdomo needs surgery, likely to miss 4 to 6 weeks. So Newman called up from AAA.
You'll spam free emojis.
And the 3-2 to him. Another foul ball.
Foul ball will do it again. 3-2 the count.
But Newman has been around last year in Cincinnati with the Reds and 5 years with a big club in Pittsburgh before that.
So he had some good years in Pittsburgh.
No surprise, his best offensive
Not sure
year
if we'll
was
see
2019.
Sale
I think
in
that's the case for everybody in Major League
inning
Baseball.
6.
Certainly when it comes
I think
to power.
it'll all depend on how well he finishes out here.
Well, this is going to work. Drawn in infield.
Over first, out number 2, so runner stays at third.
Now this is huge here to be able to get this out without the run scoring. Obviously now just 1 out away, and he gets another ground ball here to Ozzie, just as he did in his first at-bat. It's a lead contact from Newman.
Way to work back in the count, 3-1.
You know, Gene, everything you say in here, it makes me think about like a cartoon strip. Lady'd be the little shy girl walking away, and you'd be the boy with the tongue hanging out to the ground, following behind. Of course, she's not quite so shy, so I've seen her tell you.
1.
Put you in timeout.
1. Rick Kranitz hoping that Chris Sale can get through 5 here. Marte fouls it
foul
back.
ball.
Sale is a
1-2
strike
the
away
count.
from sending us to the bottom of the fifth.
It's come with 3 high velocity heaters against Marte so far.
Welcome into the channel, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. We have a 20 like goal set for today's stream. If you haven't done so already, smash that
1 ball,
thumbs up.
2 strikes. Well, he goes to the slider. Good stop by Chadwick Trump.
You don't get a lot of chase from Marte. These are all the things that you know going in. Who's going to chase something out of the zone, which pitch, which location are you most likely to get it. It's a great block. Tried to backhand it, but more importantly, just keep the ball in front of you that it did not get away and allow that run to score. He's been better than league average when it comes to the discipline, has Ketel Marte.
Now the 2-2 offering. Another foul ball.
Another foul
Marte,
ball,
although
clear
he's
back.
0 for 2, he has battled up there today. Guy who's been with the Diamondbacks since 2017 after
I'll
breaking
tell
through
you,
with the Mariners.
this
his first 2
Chadwick
years
Trump,
in
he's
the
not
bigs.
done bad for us, but it certainly shows us why we miss Sean Murphy.
Sale deals. And a slider on the back foot.
3-2 the
3-2.
count. Full
Marte
boat.
was there for that great year when he first arrived there in Arizona, and then he went through some years of tough
Sale
times
being
out there.
at 90 pitches high, I'd say this is his last
out of the
inning
zone
once
and
we
start
get out
over
of
with
it.
Carroll. The left-on-left matchup.
What you know in about 8 seconds.
3-2 in the air.
Fly
Pretty
ball.
well hit to right center.
Out
This
to
one is
Acuna
staying
under
behind.
it.
Acuna's
That's
got it.
3.
And Sale gets through 5 with the lead.
Just a slider.
So we're heading to the bottom of the 5th with a 3-2 lead. Atlanta over the Diamondbacks. And, I wonder that too. But, yesterday they said that during the broadcast. And one of the analysts said that, he goes on to say that he doesn't feel them dropping an extra 2 seconds is going to make a bit of a difference, but proof's in the pudding. We didn't have these big injuries last season. This season, we already have how many of the top names? There's already, 3 or 4 top name pitchers that are hurt. No, I don't. They might have. Chadwick's played. He's already played once before since Sean Murphy was hurt. So they didn't just call him up, but I think they may have called him up right after Murphy was hurt. Walking down the street naked singing Christmas carols, huh?
Of Carrollton, Georgia. It's been an A-list
Hi, we are
member
back
since last
live
year.
on the
Her favorite
field.
perk, bringing
Welcome
her
in, everybody.
family
Appreciate you
exclusive
stopping by the
A-list
stream.
events
Hey, if you're
throughout
just
the
joining
season.
us, we are now in the bottom
Congratulations
of
to
the
Nicole,
5th.
today's A-list
The Atlanta
member
Braves
of the game.
are up to
That's
bat.
cool.
We'll have Chadwick
Thanks
Trump
for coming out to
at
the
bat,
yard
Ronald
today.
Acuna Jr. on deck, and
There's a
Ozzie
strike
Albies
to
in the
Chadwick
hole.
Trump to start the bottom of the 5th.
The Braves currently lead 3-2 over the Diamondbacks.
Trump
Down
had
in
an
the dirt,
RBI
1-1.
last time up when he flew out to right
That's a
field.
92-mile-an-hour cutter.
Part of this Atlanta 3-2 lead as the Braves go for the sweep.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
So it looks like we got some action down in that Braves bullpen, and wondering if perhaps Chris
Sorry
Sale
about
is
that.
finished. You and I talking during the break about Corbin Carroll leading off. Do you give him the one lefty and then go to Joe Jimenez?
Yeah. Well, I've seen them do both ways. I don't love it. I'm always, especially with a guy that's a veteran like that, like if you're going to let him come out, have have the thought process of letting him finish the inning. And I don't think the Braves, as you said, want him going over 100 right now. So if that's the case, you battled those last 2 innings. To me, just turn it over.
91 pitches for Chris Sale through those 5 innings.
Chadwick dropped down swinging.
And I just like the idea of giving relievers a fresh inning like that.
Pardon me, sorry about that. How's everybody feel about
this Braves bullpen so far in this series? 10 and 2
it won't be
pitched,
next.
4 hits.
It won't be next.
No runs given up. Pretty incredible.
Well, that's another vote of confidence, right? Just turn it over to them.
It won't be the next intermission.
Absolutely phenomenal.
But the one following, because the next one I'm going to show you Michael Harris's home run.
Brandon, you got me so curious.
But the following one, what do you guys say we head on over to CeeLo's chat and
Chris Sale, 25
his stream and maybe give him a quick raid and throw in some likes and whatnot.
That's a lot of
if you haven't already.
5 innings. To have that many. He had 25 a couple of times earlier
Matter
this
of fact,
season with the Boston Red Sox.
Shout out to CeeLo.
He gave up the 2 runs
On the Go with CeeLo. Check out his channel. You go to youtube.com/@OnTheGo with
off the end of the bat. Acuna will
Acuna make it.
Alexander bobbles it.
Alexander bobbled it. That's what we want.
I'm glad there was no throw there because I got a little bit concerned because Ronald was also running on the grass. We were talking about this earlier. To get a close play, that's when you're going to get yourself into a little bit of trouble. As we see Blaze Alexander, it wasn't a bad hop. He just didn't play it very well. It should have been.
I don't know there, G, and I wish we had beautiful weather like you're talking. It's storming like hell where I'm at, and it's cold.
So 1 out, 1 on, and now Ozzie Albies. They do call that an error on the shortstop Alexander, his 2nd of the series.
That's one of those as a hitter, when you hit it like that, if you watch, Ronald kind of steps back because of how his weight goes. Usually if he's out front going and that speed.
Infield hit, they called it an error, D.
And as a young
swing
player
and a
right
miss
now,
for
you can
Ozzie.
see with him in this series, at least defensively, somewhat offensively, he is on that
0-2 the count,
train.
run out,
And
runner on first, bottom of the
so
5th.
This is where the
3-2
conversation
lead,
that you
Atlanta
have with
over
other veterans and how they overcame mistakes as they've all been through it and making sure that it doesn't turn into such a run that you're not on the roster anymore as a young player.
They say Torey Lovullo said he really believes in Alexander, hoping he can bridge the gap until Perdomo gets back from that torn meniscus. Remember, this is a Diamondbacks team that had the fewest errors in all of Major League Baseball a season ago.
Oh, Alabama, okay. That's where I'm not exactly sure where it is my buddy lives, but I know him and his wife, they live in Alabama. Actually, I got a couple buddies that live there in Alabama.
Was able to foul off the 0-2 changeup.
Unfortunately, my buddy Storm, his real name's Jerry. Him and his wife, about a month ago, had a house fire. It didn't destroy the house, but it got pretty bad.
Touch outside. 71 degrees.
A lot of smoke damage.
After this game.
And he just, in the last 2 years, he's been through
not me, don't worry.
Heart failure.
He
had to have a surgery and he barely made it.
You guys are getting together to practice.
Doctors gave him a 5% chance to live
outing with the bananas. I'm taking a little time off.
And
how'd you feel after that?
They've
not bad.
spent every bit of money they had renovating this house, and they had that nasty house fire. So shout out to the Storm, man. I hope all is well, my friend.
It's feeling a little bit more like a tennis afternoon for me if this weather holds up.
I hope the things I sent you were helpful.
A little bit.
Look, there's a Savannah Banana fan out there. Has he got the Frank Gore jersey on?
And I think the guy.
I'm in Northern Iowa, Laney.
Dodgeball?
Dodgeball, yeah.
Wow.
That's the dodgeball jersey.
Northeastern Iowa.
That's the better jersey.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Look at that.
That's fantastic. Somebody get that guy forward.
He's also the captain?
I bet.
Yeah.
Damn, Floridian. I think is what they say. Call you, isn't it? Floridians.
2-2. Ooh. Heads up, Ozzie. Inside. Full count now.
Full boat.
See if they put Ronald in motion.
Only one stolen base so far this year. Neither team has a stolen base in this series. And with these two clubs, you would think that there would be some stolen bases.
Nelson really good at holding runners. Only 2 successful stolen bases against him last year.
Ronald does go. My goodness. Ozzie hit that thing about 500 feet, but it's foul.
Ozzie swings at it. Ronald Acuna took off for second.
The difference, though, probably throwing to Moreno most of the time last year compared to Barnhart, of course, who's catching here today.
See, another thing, is Ronald still nursing that knee? We seen him run. We seen him steal. Oh, there he goes.
Goes again. Ground ball to first. Now Walker looks at Acuna, but wisely doesn't make a throw. 2 outs.
That could have been a double. If Ronald would have took off, that would have been a double. I'm positive it would have been. Or them making an error, that would have been a double.
To add to this Braves lead, but first a trip to the mound here for
It's a mound trip for the
It's pure strategy right now with Brent Strom. I saw a note this morning, kind of interesting here with Austin Riley. He is
what's all in Iowa, Gene?
Anybody in baseball right now. So they've attacked him with
fields everywhere,
also
corn,
third
beans.
Time he's gotten a pretty good look at what Nelson
everywhere.
has to offer. So perhaps this could be.
I live in rural Iowa at that.
Going back to what you were saying.
We do got some bigger cities, but I'm nowhere near big cities.
Identify the one guy. Matt Olson's on deck, and of course he homered.
For me to get,
in this game against Nelson.
Mason City and Waterloo are the biggest cities, and they're only maybe 30,000.
With the trend of all those fastballs or not, we'll see.
They might be more than that.
A little bit of time maybe for the lefty to get warmed up for Olson down there.
What are we known for?
Another Nelson, no relation. Kyle
Agriculture,
Nelson.
pretty much. Now.
I haven't heard you say something about
if you follow football, we've had now Iowa produces our colleges, Iowa State and Iowa. They produce a lot of prospects for the NFL and other sports.
This is the first pitch here to Austin Riley, who's 0 for 2.
We produce good sport, good talent coming in the sporting
pitch of the game
schools.
for Nelson. Swing and a miss.
It's still good velocity there at 96 miles an hour.
Now, Kurt Warner,
those conversations
if you're familiar with him, quarterback for the Rams, Super Bowl
not to say
quarterback.
that you're going to intentionally walk him. We talk about
he was born and raised in Iowa. They found him in he actually worked in it's not Waterloo, it's Cedar Falls, Iowa. Worked at a Hy-Vee in Cedar Falls, bagging groceries. When they discovered him, he played arena ball here in Iowa.
Just a touch high to even the count. Olson lurks.
Really, Sean? Well, I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
And inside, so now you've got a full count with first base open.
Because Iowa City's actually one of the, that's the home of the Iowa Hawkeyes football team.
Austin right
was
here,
it just
gearing up either?
You just didn't have a good time? You're not impressed? There's not tons and tons.
Shaping off. If you get the step off there, it means they're having a hard time getting on the same page.
Now Nelson has what he wants. Riley grounds it just foul down that third base side.
And see, that's a perfect example.
Come on, Riley.
He was gearing up for that heater at 95, 96, but because the cutter was 91, still give that hitter time to foul that ball off.
The 26-year-old Ryne Nelson, his second year in the bigs. He's ready to deal his 98th pitch, and it's a good one.
Swing and a miss. Going to be out 3.
And the score remains 3-2.
All right, so with that said, let's go ahead and bring up the interactive here. For your viewing pleasure, this is Michael Harris's home run. And we'll let it play a couple times. I notice it flickers, like the page underneath it wants to come through. There you go again. This interactive's I'm sure it's only going to get better. Like I've said, it's in beta. There you have it. That was Michael Harris's home run, solo homer, to put the Braves up 3-2. Here we go. We're back to On Field Live.
There it
action.
is. He said 99. It said 89 on there.
I think it was a misprint.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a no-doubter.
Yeah, that was
Spraper at 89.
That was pre-StatCast era, so you know miles per hour.
Yeah, tied the ball game up in the 5th. Come on, get you some.
Video don't lie.
Speaking of Chris Sale, guys, he is back out here to at least
Sale
start the 6th
is
inning
out
against
for the
Carroll.
6th inning.
Yeah, I think safe to say the intensity which we saw.
How high
Jimenez
you think they'll
going down
take
the
him?
bullpen, that this is a
110 maybe
for Chris Sale, because Joe had gotten all the way ready.
And then you got the righties behind him in Gurriel, Walker, Suarez, Grichuk. So see if Sale can get one more hitter here.
You like that though?
Oh, okay, Sean. Yeah,
I like it very much.
I'm
That
not
was a
too
changeup that I
real
was
too
right
familiar
down
with
there.
with Iowa City. I've only
No, it was a heater.
I've only been there
it was a misprint.
due to
You got
health.
all of it.
I think
favorite
they got
part.
a double off him. The double must have been
being there
here.
for somebody that was there up in the
No,
hospitals.
you had a double after the
So
game.
I don't know a lot. I've
That's
not
what it was.
really
And a
been.
heater.
I've not been too far around here in Iowa myself.
My favorite part, too, of that part, forgetting a little bit of the details. Brandon going on about how awesome it was, your great memory that you had. But you're in your 40s now, buddy. And they
Need
just
coffee,
start
I got
to get
it.
a little
Yeah.
bit more muddy.
Here you
I
go,
was
Sloop
right with the
coffee.
right center though.
Yeah, you got that part down for sure.
You were 28 all the way back then in 2012. Swing and a miss. So
Swing and a
Sale
miss.
does
That's
his
strike
job.
3.
Good call, Snip.
Against Corbin Carroll. And now the walk to remove him and bring in Joe Jimenez. But Chris Sale's first start as a Brave at Truist Park, certainly a success.
Well, a strong one. He finishes off with the changeup. Maybe Frenchie could give him some lessons
Hey, come
on how
on.
to hit that
Come on,
changeup.
announcer.
Yeah.
Don't jinx us.
You know,
It ain't
you
a
just gotta
success
see it up,
unless we
guys,
win.
and Go the other way. It's not that hard.
There you have it. Chris Sale being brought out after 5 1/4 innings.
Laundry call.
Crazy in the chat, baby. Yes, ma'am. I certainly do. I got me a cup of coffee as well. Fired up the Keurig before stream. Gene. Looks like we're live back on the field.
By Xfinity.
We'll have Burrell
Stream
Jr.
Braves
at bat.
baseball with
Christian
Xfinity
Walker on
because
deck
it's only
and
live once.
Suarez
And by
will be
Delta
batting third
Airlines.
hole.
Keep climbing.
5 1/3, 6 strikeouts, and Chris Sale exits with a 3-2 lead over the Arizona Diamondbacks. And now Joe Jimenez comes on here to face Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
So you get the right-hander after we just saw the left-hander with the good gas and the slider. You get a four-seam fastball here as well. Slider and some changeups in there for Joe Jimenez.
Gets the call there on the slider, outside corner, 0-2.
That last pitch might have been my favorite for Chris Sale. Left on left changeup.
Yeah.
His first one he's thrown all year, left on left. He only threw 4 all of last season. And really surprising Corbin Carroll.
That ball fair, Austin Riley. Well, you can't do it much better than that. And a nice pick by Olsen.
Very
over
nice.
first.
Out number 2.
He makes that play look so effortless. You know, one thing, Austin does a great job on that play too, guys. Watch how fast he gets rid of this ball. Even if he's going to bounce it, he gives Matt Olson time to be able to decide whether I'm going to scoop it, get out there. You practice it like he does, becomes second nature in the game.
Joe Jimenez approves. Well, as we've said, he really has eyes on that first Gold Glove. One of his goals that he wants to get here soon. And Brian Snitker said in his eyes, talking about Snit, he thought he was the Gold Glove winner last year, but he did not get that award.
Want to know the count?
Christian Walker fouls it off, 1-1.
You know, CJ, the other lefty up in the booth with us sometimes, Tom always talks about lefty-lefty changeup and how he likes it. He says, if you can keep it down and throw it, why not?
That was kind of a Braves thing, too.
Yeah.
When I came to camp, Leo Mazzoni asked me, where do you like to use your changeup against lefties? I said, I don't throw my changeup to lefties. And, of course, typical Leo was like, well, why not? Kind of got on me right away. We do that here. And he's right.
2-1 the count, swing and a miss. That'll be 2-2.
I'll tell you, when I first came up,
Christian
you didn't see
Walker
a lot of
1
right
for
on
2
right
today.
changes.
He had an RBI single in the 4th. This season he has a 225 batting average, 3 home runs, 10 ribbies, and a 770 OPS.
He was a little different. I kind of put him in a different category. The rest of the league, put it that way.
2-2 the count, 2 outs.
2-2 with 2 outs, and
swung and missed.
Slider to take care of the Diamondbacks at the top of
We're
the
heading to the
6th.
bottom of the 6th. Remember, everybody, get your votes and get your chat votes. And if you haven't done so yet, please smash that thumbs up. We're currently sitting at, I think, 11 likes of our 20-like goal. So, what do you say we all raid CeeLo real quick? I'm going to go ahead and head on over his channel. If you'd like to join me, please feel free. All right. Let's give him a shout out here. All right, we're
By
back
Georgia
live.
Lottery, today could be the day. And by Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering care. Matt Olson leading off the bottom of the 6th. We go back to his homer from the 2nd inning. It's our StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud.
These are always fun to watch, and he absolutely hammered this baseball. No doubt.
All right, so I dropped there.
How about 408 feet off
Have a
the
good
bat?
stream, my friend.
Matt Olson.
On a line, too.
Boy, CeeLo just killing it over there right now. Congratulations.
Braves would
Yeah,
get
for
2-0. Arizona would tie it, and then Michael Harris hit a solo homer of his own in the 4th.
All right, so
inning.
here we
That's
go.
where
Matt
are right
Olson
now
at
the
bat,
bottom
1
of
for
the
2 on the
6th.
day. High and outside, ball 1.
Looking ahead, too, it'll be interesting. I think you're going to see Jimenez try to get one more inning, because you got to believe Iglesias is probably down today after 2 nights in a row. Of how Snit's going to finesse the last 3 innings of this game.
And you can't predict it, right? And of course, the idea of him throwing in that first one.
Yeah. We just recently in the last
to that point, it seems like it always goes
Maddie
that
Poppy.
way. You get your closer
If you've heard her, she was on America's Got Talent or one of those singing shows.
Have gone from
She's
Nelson
actually
to Nelson. It's Kyle
from
Nelson
Clarksville,
relieving Ryne
Iowa,
Nelson here
which is
in the
where my
6th.
wife was born and raised. And
Skied.
it's only like maybe 13
Suarez
miles
coming
from
in
me.
and Barnhart over. It took him a while to locate it, but Tucker Barnhart
She's a
finds
pop
it.
singer.
I don't think Barnhart saw that.
We saw that fastball to Matt Olson. Nelson does not throw particularly hard. Fastball sits 91, 92. He's got a slider in there, really good slider. He'll throw a cutter once in a while as well. He actually throws that slider more than any other pitch.
All right, Big Bear, Marcell Ozuna at that 1 for 2 on the day.
Last year, coming out of the bullpen.
Marcell Ozuna almost hit one there.
Marcel's looking very hitterish right now.
He is locked in. He has 6 hits in the series, a homer and 5 driven in. He wanted another one.
Swing and a miss.
Takes his time. It's so nice here today.
Really?
Sleep
Nice.
in the booth. Just stay here for the Mets series tomorrow.
It's beautiful.
Great place to spend a night.
Now we got to go to the luncheon tomorrow. So
That's
you're gonna
true.
eventually
All right, so
have to
1 and
leave.
2 to
Yeah.
count to
Can you come
Marcell
back and
Ozuna
give
with
us
1
that?
out, bottom of the
The Hank
6th.
Aaron luncheon, and then tomorrow
Atlanta
night.
leading 3 to 2 over the
As
Sticks.
Ozuna goes down. Tomorrow night's
Ozuna
going to be
with a
extra
swing and a
special,
miss.
honoring
That'll be
the 50th
strike 3.
anniversary of Hank
Out
Aaron's
number 2.
715th homer.
On deck, heading to the plate, Money Mike.
Our special coverage will start at 6 Eastern tomorrow as the Mets come to town for 4 games. Directly
Right over to first baseman, who's going to step on the back.
For a
Out
1-2-3 bottom
3.
of the 6th.
So we are done through the 6th, heading to the top of the 7th. The Braves still leading 3 to 2. It's been a really good game though so far. A lot of back and forth and great. I mean, been good. I've enjoyed this series. Yep. Oh. Those are actually animated. It kind of sucks. I like in the back end on YouTube, it shows the animation there. It shows doing their movement and everything, but when you post them up out here, we don't get animated.
On the depth of the lineup.
We are back to live on field.
Rattles it. You see that ground ball rate, and that will have a lot to do with Aaron Bummer, one of the best ground ball pitchers in the game, and that's likely a trend that's going to continue here for the Braves.
Second inning for Joe Jimenez, who starts by facing Suarez. Checked out, he didn't go.
What other dude, Austin?
Slider 1-2. These two teams won't meet again until July 8th through the 11th. Braves will head out for a 4-game series at Chase
Mav.
Field.
He is.
Last year they
he is
split
gone
the season
fishing
series
today.
with the Diamondbacks, 3 apiece.
Oh my God! Gee, did you just hear that?
How about that?
Oh my God! I know I just heard a goat sound
Where do you get that?
off the broadcast.
Somebody might offer that one to
There's, I know it. I have got what part of where is it at? Top of the 7th with Suarez. I have got to clip that and go back. I know I heard a goat in the background.
How'd you break in your glove, Brandon? Do you remember?
Yeah, oil with the rubber band.
Yeah, under the mattress.
Oh, we give Mav so much crap about goats.
Yeah,
and then his favorite team's home field, they had a goat sound in the background.
Swing and a miss. Joe Jimenez with 2 strikeouts. A quick message now from Georgia Drive Chevy.
The 2024 Chevy Trax, starting at $21,495. Chevrolet. Together,
I guess
let's
maybe
drive.
he is fishing,
Proud
but
partner
he's
of the
not
Atlanta
fishing for
Braves.
fish.
CJ, did you just rub some dirt on your glove?
I was shaving cream and under the bed. Really, I mean, how exciting it was, right? Whenever you would get a new one, though, and trying to get it broken. Have you seen these little steam?
That was hilarious.
Put gloves in.
It's unreal.
Gene's always giving him crap about goats, and then I know I heard a goat. I heard the I know it. I know I heard
Michael Harris.
Harris getting underneath it.
2 away.
Easy can of corn. That'll be 2 outs. Oh, that was
for
so
the stretch,
funny.
Fueled by Georgia Natural Gas. Before we get to the stretch, after this next out, you will hear God Bless America by Timothy Miller.
Yeah, okay, get naked for Gene. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by the stream. If you're now just joining us, we're in the top
Here
of
is
the
the
7th, 2
aforementioned
outs
Blaze
with the Braves
Alexander,
leading
1 for 2
3-2
today
over
with
the
a single.
Snakes. We got Blaze Alexander at the plate. Want to know the count? Blaze Alexander 1 for 2 on the day. Singled in the 5th. This season he has a 300 batting average, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and an
thinking that a little bit. If you want to go
OPS.
back out with that slider away, you can.
If you haven't done so already, be sure to smash that thumbs up. We got a
Slider
20
down,
like goal set
1 and
for the
2.
stream that we're trying to reach.
I hadn't seen many of those, right? That look like maybe that was.
Be sure to
just
get
below
your
the
chat
zone,
vote
but
in for who you
too
feel is
close
going to win
take. I think all
today.
the options in the world on where you want to go to try to finish them off.
The community with the chat votes are 1 game away from
On one hop,
celebration
Orlando
for getting them
Arcia.
all right.
Joe Jimenez out of the pen.
That's
5
it.
up, 5 down.
5 up, 5 down.
We will get you to the
Heading to
stretch
the bottom
in a
of the
moment,
7th,
but
so we'll
first,
go
God
through the
Bless
stretch.
America on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon, performed by Timothy Miller.
All right, they're gonna perform God Bless America. I do ask you to
Performed
move your
by
hat.
Braves opera tenor Timothy Miller.
While the storm clouds gather far across the sea, let us swear allegiance to a land that's free. Let us all be grateful for a land so fair as we raise our voices in a solemn prayer.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the ocean wet with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet
There you go. Play ball, baby. Woo! Oh, Atlanta.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
God bless America. Each and every one of you.
The Stretch is fueled by Georgia Natural Gas.
All right. Out of the gutter, Gene. What'd I miss? What'd you say, Gene? Gene, shame. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, appreciate you stopping in. We're currently on the 7th inning stretch, but the Braves are leading 3-2 over the Snakes. When they come back, we'll be in the bottom of the 7th, and we'll have Orlando Arcia at bat. We'll have Jared, the Kelnick Warrior, on deck, and Chadwick Trump will be batting third in the hole.
Head to the bottom
As
of
promised,
the 7th.
we're back
we tell
live
you
on
about
the field.
MLBshop.com. That's where you go for all of your Braves gear, whether you need a cap, a jersey,
Remember, if you haven't done
a
so
t-shirt, whatever
yet,
you need.
be
You're
sure
up
to
with your
smash
Atlanta
that
Braves
thumbs up and
at
subscribe to the
MLBshop.com.
channel so you don't miss any content.
Bottom three in the order for Atlanta here as the Braves hang on to a 3-2 lead.
You're currently sitting for a 20-light goal. We're still sitting at 11, kind of like last night.
Arcia
We hit
is
that 10-11 mark and then just
and he takes a
stuck
strike
it out.
from Nelson on the outside corner.
Couldn't get past it.
Cracker Jacks game is in midseason form.
Did you have a good one?
Hey, I'll take whatever the good people, hearted people are willing to put out there.
What's tough is that now all the kids congregate down here, and you want to give all the kids the Cracker Jack.
You know what? The kids got us. Not everybody gets one.
That's right. It's a great life lesson here during the 7th inning stretch. You could open one bag and just kind of spray all the kids.
It's not a bad idea.
Everybody gets a kernel.
Talking to a vet, muted. What's muted?
Orlando Arcia sending this to left field, but Gurriel has it. It hangs in the air.
Arcia fly balls out to left field for out number 1.
Game 1 of the series, Braves come back, win by 1 run in 10 innings. Yesterday, Braves come back from down 6, win by 1 run, and now a 1-run lead here in Game 3 of the series. Kelnick, interesting swing and foul down the left field
Kelnick
line.
has had a phenomenal
down
series.
the left field line. We had 2 or 3 balls last night hit the chalk for the Braves.
And a couple of key doubles.
He's like 6 for
Olsen
7
had one down the left field line, Ozuna down the right field line.
And he's batting a .611 batting average, 0 home runs, 3 RBIs, and a 1.428 OPS for the season. He's 1 for 2 tonight. He singled in the second.
And Kelnick had
So
3
he's
hits
either
yesterday, which
he's either
matched
6 for
his
7
career
or
high.
6
He also
for
had
8
3 hits
right
for the
now.
Braves on March 30th in Philly. He's off to such a good start. Some friends and family mentioned that he's got a big contingent here.
I'm guessing here, but the Kelnick crew probably headed back up to Wisconsin after this. They seem to really enjoy their Atlanta time. Beautiful weather, and very thankful to Braves country. And they certainly have been treated to a good performance.
I was going to say, no
Foul
disrespect
ball.
to Wisconsin. I think I'd hang here
2
until
and 2
May.
to count.
Yeah, just another couple weeks.
Let the ice thaw out.
Kelnick, who had a broken back during his last
Now
at-bat.
you're on the right track. But down swinging
Swing
here
and
on
a
the
miss.
slider from Nelson. 2 away.
That'll be 2 away now.
Quick
Bottom of the
message
7th.
now from Truist.
When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're
Welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you stopping in.
Truist.
If you haven't done so yet, please smash that thumbs up.
So Nelson was
We're
there
shooting
to
for a
get
20
through
light
Kelnick,
goal
the
for the-
lefty,
for
and
the
now is the
screen.
right-handed hitter Trump at the
We
top
need
of
an
the
average of
overweights.
20 lights to get the algorithm
Ravello
to
goes
push us
back
to
to
a
the
broader
bullpen.
audience. And we're currently sitting at 11, so if you haven't done so yet, please hit that thumbs up. Looks like the Diamondbacks are going to have a mound visit. Now watch this 3D interactive. It's funny. One guy elevators out of the ground. Then you'll see them crawl up on top of each other. Yep. As you notice with the 3D interactive, everybody, that it's a feature that was introduced more towards the middle and end of last season. It is in beta, and they have been adding a lot of functionality to it. The cameras that get all the StatCast information that's out there, those cameras also capture and produce the 3D real-time 3D interactive. So thank you to the MLB for that. It is a paid subscription, guys. You can't just go there and be able to click on it and watch it. It is a pay feature.
And the new pitcher Miguel
We're
Castro
back.
comes on here to face Chadwick.
Miguel
Trump.
Castro now pitching for the
We saw him in the first
Diamondbacks.
game of this series, went just a third of an inning, gave up a run. There was a couple of hits in there against Castro overall this season. This will be game number 4 for a guy with a big-time fastball. It's a 2-seam fastball that sits at 97 miles an hour to go along with the slider and the changeup.
I do not know the answer to that one. I'm not sure where Jared
Chadwick
Kelnick come from.
As an RBI in this game,
That's
he
where-
struck out in the 5th inning.
That's
as he
where it'd
strolls
be
to the
nice to
plate
have
here in
had
the
Mr.
7th.
Mav here for that question. He could tell you right off the bat, I'm sure.
And this guy, Miguel Castro, came from humble beginnings in the Dominican Republic, and he got a
Hey,
lot of
called
early
for
respect
strike
from his
one.
teammates in the minors. When he signed as an international free agent
0-1
back
the
in
count, 2
2012, he
outs,
got a
bottom of the 7th.
$43,000 signing bonus, and used that to give
Gonna be a
operations to
chopper
his
over the
parents
shortstop.
that they needed
There's
back
the first,
home.
easy out.
Supposedly a
Out
great
number
guy,
1.
and he gets Trump there to end the 7th inning.
So with that out, that ends the 7th inning. We're going to be heading to the top of the 8th. Remember, guys and gals, be sure to get your chat votes in. Get your chat votes in. I'll be pulling the chat poll down at the end of the 8th inning. Currently, we've had 20 votes. 90% have voted that the Braves are going to pull out the win, while 10% have voted that the Diamondbacks will get it. Welcome into the channel, everybody. Appreciate you stopping by. Please, if you haven't done so yet, smash that thumbs up. We're currently sitting with a 20 like goal for the channel, and I think we're right around 11 likes. So if you haven't done so yet, please smash that thumbs. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. We do all home runs. All home runs during the game will be replayed with 3D Interactive.
Matzik is in.
All right, here we go.
So
we are back to live action.
Green and Life Impact player. It is Matzik, and what he's done really good so far. Small sample
Tyler
size, yes,
Matzik.
but he's looked strong.
A great start
Now
for him.
pitching
Fastball
for the
sitting
Atlanta
at
Braves.
93. The slider has looked really good so far. It's been mostly fastballs that we have seen from him, but really encouraging signs. We heard Brian Snitker talking about it at the end of spring training, feeling like he was almost all the way there. Still wanted to build up a little strength, and still plenty to go ahead and get him on this opening day roster. And so far, so good for Tyler Matzik.
And he will be facing a pinch hitter. It's not the backup catcher Barnhart. It's the normal starter, Gabriel Moreno, who will hit here in the 8th spot in the order. First pitch
outside.
And I think the one thing you'll see with Matzik, I would imagine,
All
CJ,
one.
and you know better than anybody.
Moreno, 179 batting average, 0 home runs,
I think
6
you'll see that
RBIs,
velocity
and
tick
a
up as he
5.67
continues to get back healthy and throwing more.
Yeah, no doubt. We will see it from him. And the big thing is that I've never had
There's
a
a
significant
strike.
arm injury
1-1
going through
the
something
count.
like this, but you know, the idea that you don't want to be peaking too much and worrying about what the numbers say, right? Because he's pitching well. And if it means you're pitching at a couple of miles an hour fewer than you used to, doesn't matter. You just don't want to get in a situation you start overthrowing and then miss it over the plate. Try to chase that view.
Yeah.
Gene, okay, thank you. He was a Dodger last year.
Wasn't only Tommy John last year, dealt with a back issue as well, but Tyler Matzik through spring and the start of the season says that he has felt really, really good.
Oh, come on.
Falling behind here 3-1.
That should have been a strike.
Just on the outside. And the payoff.
I'm going to take us back up here, guys. It got behind.
Pitch in on the hands. Matt Olson will give it a look, but this one is on top of the dugout.
That'll be out. Foul ball. We'll do it again. 3-2
New lumber
count.
needed for Moreno.
Interactive should be synced up again.
It's always interesting to see the random jerseys that show up as they see there a Max Scherzer jersey. Is it at least a Diamondbacks one?
I think it is, but it doesn't really look like a D-backs jersey.
We'll start up the scroll interactive to show you all the games from around the
Maybe
league.
his last name's Scherzer, and he got it on MLB.com. I don't know. Again, the 3-2, and he walks him. 95-mile-per-hour fastball high. So that represents the potential tying run. You are watching Braves baseball here on Hyundai Sunday from
Tying run
Truist
now
Park,
on
Diamondbacks
base.
Braves. Kevin Newman, 9th spot in the order. Possible bunt situation here. We'll see. He squares, takes a strike. Last year, Arizona had
Newman
the most
showed
sack bunts
bunt.
in Major League Baseball with 36. The team with the lowest.
Newman 0 for
Braves.
2 on the
Braves
day
only
with
had
2
two
ground
of them
outs.
all of last year.
Number 1 the year before, and it was the second to last day of the year.
I think you guys picked up on my nerdiness. I
That'll
was
be
tracking that, and I could not believe that they bunted on
foul
the
tip
last day
off
of
the
the year.
bat.
So through the whole year
0-2
with
to
no
count.
sack bunts.
2022.
I'll blame Snit for ruining the perfect season without a sack
That was
bunt.
when I think they won 2-1 against Miami to win the division. Second to last game of the year.
I think he was just trolling everybody.
Well, now 0-2. This will be a big out for Matzik to get here.
Foul ball.
Of course, for Arizona, as we talked about, that was the name of the game last year for them. Speed, defense, small ball. Took them all the way to the World Series. Austin Riley charges.
Over to Austin
Goes
Riley to second.
And gets the lead runner. One away.
Now, come on. Why didn't...
He made this play look a lot easier than it is, right? You're coming
Is
in,
the
you're
runner
charging,
allowed to
this
block
bounding
you from being
ground
able
ball
to
you
throw the
across
ball?
your body on the run and deliver a strike over to second base.
Yeah, and good job by Ozzie here to make sure to catch it, get back, knowing that with Newman running, not a great chance to turn two.
I think that one was on Ozzie.
So a big
He
first
just didn't
down.
throw it. So we got out number
Down to
one.
the top of the order at
We
Ketel
tagged the
Marte.
lead runner, but the runner made it first. So
Last year's NLCS MVP
One on,
against
one
the
out.
Philadelphia Phillies. Trump able to keep that in front of him and keep the runner at first.
Well, I think for Matzik, he saw that first pitch going with a slider there because it's a tough matchup. Marte has handled fastballs really well.
sorry about that.
And that's Matzik's favorite pitch.
Ketel Marte 0 for 3 today. A strikeout, a
Couple of
ground out,
homers
and a
this series
flyout.
for Marte on
Marte,
fastballs
who
last
started
two
the
games.
series with back-to-back leadoff home runs for games 1 and 2. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you coming in. You're just joining us. We're in
Left,
the
right for Ketel Marte.
we're in the
As
top of the
switcher,
8th.
Obviously, he's going to
with,
see a lot more
score
right-handed
3-2
pitching
with the
and
Braves
back from the
leading
left
the
side. But the numbers
States.
are actually a little bit better, at least from a batting average standpoint. OPS
We got
against lefties going
Ketel
back to the beginning
Marte
of last year.
at bat, 1-1 the count,
strikes
1 out,
less.
runner on first.
And he's going to put it in play. You certainly
So
want
go
something
ahead,
the
run
ground
on the
right now.
go ahead, run at home plate.
High, they'll check.
Tie
but it
and
did
run
not
on
go.
first. Coffee.
And the 2-1 from Matzik. It is in the air, but it'll hang up long enough for Ronald Acuna
Here comes
to camp
Acuna
under.
getting under it. Out
And there
number
are
2.
2 outs. A quick message right now from Delta.
Come on, baby. Come on,
From
Braves.
country to the world. Delta,
We are 4
official airline
outs
of the Atlanta Braves.
away from that sweep. We are 4 outs away
What a
from a
great
golden
pitch by
broom.
Matzik there too. The one thing he has the
The
ability
golden
to do,
broom
CJ, is ride
celebration
that fastball
sweep.
in the upper part of the zone. So it comes out of his hand like Marte. You think you're going to
I
square that ball
love
up,
giveaways. I love giveaways.
and you do that.
Another fly to right. Ronald Acuna in.
Acuna under
And
it. That's
Matzik
out number
keeps
3,
it
baby.
3-2
We're
game.
heading to the bottom of the 8th. The Atlanta Braves still lead 3-2. Yeah, I see my cam. Whenever, well, yeah, there it's starting to see it lag up. Ever since I should just roll it back to a previous version, but it's harder to do because it auto updates, it auto downloads and installs it itself. It doesn't give me the file to. Thank you for stopping in, everybody. Hey, if you haven't done so yet, be sure to smash that thumbs up. Thank you for that like. We finally made it past the 11 mark. We're currently we're hoping to get a 20 like goal. We now have 1.5 innings left to accomplish that. So if you haven't done so yet, please smash that thumbs up. We have 12 likes of the 20. Me being a smaller streamer, it takes on average 20 likes a stream to get the algorithm to push the channel out there. The channel, according to my back end, is currently pushing my videos and my streams at 17%. So the more thumbs up I have on stream or over, you can head on over to the community. There's all kinds of trivia there you can get involved with, and other vote stuff you can get involved with. Be sure to thumbs up. 0-1 the count to Ronald Acuna. Foul. Acuna just 0 for 3 today. Dun, 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 dun. 0 for 3 on the day, but he reached on an error in the 5th. That's why he's 0 for 3, because he reached it on an error. Nor would we. 2-1 the count. Acuna with a 250 batting average, 0 home runs, 4 RBIs, and a 646 OPS this season. Has not looked like Acuna of old at all.
Hitters count. Acuna 0 for 3. Strike right down the middle.
All right, thanks, Sean. Thanks for stopping in, man. You have a nice day. Have a wonderful Sunday.
And the same.
Swinging heads in this. I haven't seen him strike out as much in a short period of time as he has since the start of the season.
4-game set. The NL East coming into today, Atlanta the only team above 500.
And not a problem, Sean. Not a problem.
Their worst start in franchise history at 0-9.
We'll be amazing to see now they've been hit with some.
We'll be streaming until the Braves have a day off, so
rotation, particularly
be sure to come check it out. I think we got the Mets coming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
That ball's fair.
Fair ball down the first base line.
It's going to be
Ozzy going for 2.
There goes the helmet for Ozzy. He's got a stand-up double.
Stand-up double. All right.
You can see like a look of disbelief there from Christian Walker. What happened?
And he was really close to the line.
They just kept looking from him. I mean, looking at it, the disbelief, I would imagine he maybe thought it could have been foul, I would guess, because
Austin Riley, who's 0 for 3 on the day, at bat.
So an insurance run at
hit a
second
foul
base,
ball
and now
for pitch
Austin
once.
Riley.
0-1 the count, 1 out.
Marlins, by the way,
Man
up
on
8-1 right
second.
now, trying to get that first one of the season. Playing St. Louis.
It's a tough start.
It's hard to recover from.
0-9.
After making the playoffs last
All right,
year.
thank you, Sean. See you later, my friend.
Austin Riley.
Oh! Oh, it's gone! That is crushed! Gone! Austin Riley with a 2-run home run. Second of the season, 8th RBI of the season. 446 feet. Yeah! Woo! Give it a dance, baby!
That's the sound you walk out
Yeah!
to baseball. That was a no way.
That was deep into the left center field seats.
Oh, Matty.
Look at this thing.
That was God. You knew it.
Big, strong man from Mississippi.
Austin Riley, who has been in a hitting slump as of late.
Giving Atlanta that cushion that they were looking for.
Coming out and smash
Atlanta
it.
now has scored 16 runs in the 8th
446
inning
feet
already
home
this year.
run.
That leads Major League Baseball. And remember, it was Riley who gave the Braves the lead last night in the 8th inning with the RBI single.
We will do a replay. Ooh, Matty-O just about got hit. We will do a 3D interactive replay of Riley's home run during intermission.
Olsen also hit a long homer back in the second inning. Since then, he has struck out and he picked
I've really
up.
been, the last few nights, really been working on getting some emojis made for different situations. Now it's taking them, getting them put into Photoshop to change up some of the clothing.
Hard hit, but directly to Newman at
to
second base.
second baseman. Out number 1. Out number 2.
Scorched.
So yeah, just gotta get them into Photoshop, change the clothing situation, colors, and add in.
Kind of waiting, sitting on it for a while.
Add in some emblems and stuff.
Marcelo Zuna,
I'm hoping those will all be done. Hopefully in the next
6 hits in the series for the Big Bear.
Being I stream, I've been streaming every game, every day, or trying. It doesn't leave me with a lot of time to work on them. So. Big Bear Zuna! Come on, Bear. The Bear 1 for 3 on the day with a 324 batting average. 5.078 OPS and 4 home runs on the season. 10 ribbies. Come on!
I got excited for a second, but this thing is going well foul.
Come on, Atlanta, let's hear you. Braves country, let's get it out there. Show your support.
The right purpose, the right bat path. Just a tick late on it, but staying inside the ball.
1-2. And there you go again.
Oh, that's an out. What an amazing catch.
As Jerry Seinfeld might say. Come on, Newman. On to the 9th inning, but some insurance. Austin Riley almost.
With that said, we're moving to the top of the 9th. The Atlanta Braves with a 5-2 lead. Let's go ahead and move on over to the interactive. And for your viewing pleasure, here is the 3D interactive of Austin Riley's home run. And we will let that play a couple times. Yes, it gets a little choppy, but remember, fans, this is still in beta. So it could take a season or two for them to get all the kinks and everything worked out, but this is brought to you by the StatCasting cameras. There you have it. Austin Riley. Actually, you know, see, we could even change, how it looks here. Let's go picture cam on this one. We'll watch it one more time. Crack. There you have it for your viewing pleasure. We are back live from Truist Park.
Raced a 6-run deficit to get a 9-8 win in the Chris Sale in his Braves debut here at Truist Park. He was solid 5 1/3, and the bullpen has picked up where he left off. And Atlanta going for the sweep, 3 outs away, as Pierce Johnson comes in for the save.
Welcome back to you. Sorry, I couldn't see the chat. Remember, guys, when I bring up the interactives, some of the windows get buried, so I couldn't look at the chat until I got back.
Colorado Rockies.
So welcome back.
Conversation surrounding Pierce Johnson is always that curveball.
Well, you tell Julie we all said hey too there,
Several
D.
righties coming up here to face him. There is that curveball to strike to Lourdes Gurriel.
She's in charge of the coffee,
huh?
huh?
Better if you're Brian Sichter with these righty-on-righty matchups in the heart of the order.
And I wonder if it was different, right? If this part of the lineup had come up in the 8th inning, would he have gone to Pierce Johnson, probably just playing matchups?
He was going to streak,
I think he would when Iglesias not. Just like if there was a bunch of lefties, you might see Mentor in this spot.
0-2.
Iglesias really the only one I think over the years that I've seen. It's like
Johnson. I don't think I've seen this guy pitch before.
Then Iglesias, like those
Here's
guys
Johnson.
in the 9th inning. Everything else, you'll see him do that.
grounded foul down that
Foul
third
ball.
base side.
Goes back to that conversation you and I were having about hitters being in
Oh,
certain
and to the
spots in
count,
lineup
Johnson
and how it's
will be
nice to
pitching
just be
his
able to
fourth
have your
pitch of the
spot. I
night
think
with this
even though
next
we
one.
say, well, you use your pitchers, your highest leverage guys in the biggest roles, there's still something about having a steady closer that I think all managers would like to
I'll
have.
tell
If
you
they
what,
know
man.
they're with a lead, this is
You
our
know,
go-to guy
they
instead of digging
talk
into
about
data
that polar
and trying to
plunge,
figure out
how
what
it's
the best
supposed to be
matchup
so good for your body. I tried it one year.
Again, the 0-2
It
from
was
Pierce
wintertime.
Sped him up with
Well,
a fastball, missed a little high.
It was getting closer to spring, but it was still cold out.
5 for 11 in the series.
I strip off
for
all my
Gurriel.
clothes,
He
go
doesn't
into
have
the
a
water,
single
do the
run scored
plunge,
today.
and I'd be damned if I didn't get deathly sick. I caught pneumonia so bad.
Both Diamondback runs came in the fourth inning.
That was a rough one.
So we had Chris Sale started here
massive
this afternoon with the slowest slider in baseball, and now you have Pierce Johnson with the
So
hardest curveball.
I don't jump in no cold water no more.
His curveball probably looks more like a slider, and Sale's slider looks more like a curveball.
Curveball, Gurriel thought about
That'll
offering.
be 2-2 the count. 2-2 the count. No outs. Top of the ninth. Braves leading the Snakes 5-2. Remember,
Johnson
make sure if you haven't done
deals.
so yet to smash that
Center
thumbs
field.
up.
Shouldn't be any problem for
High
Harris.
pop
Got
fly
the
it.
shades on.
Harris under it.
1 out.
Easy out. Out number 1. Johnson 2 outs away from the Braves taking the win. She pleads the fifth.
Arizona started their season winning 3 of 4 from Colorado. Then they lost 2 of 3 to the Yankees. And the Braves threatening to sweep them here.
Oh yeah.
In the third series of the season.
I was in my early to mid 20s then. Well, it never happened again.
Colorado,
I was sick
last year. It's been a
bad.
while, but yeah, they have been struggling as a franchise.
Needing hospitalized type sick, but never went, but probably should have. I thought I was going to die.
Essentially 4 contenders in the National League West, like legitimate contenders. The Giants kind of started putting their best foot forward toward the end of the offseason, and obviously the Diamondbacks are to go along with the Padres, who made some nice moves, and then the behemoth there with the Los Angeles Dodgers.
1 ball, 2 strikes here to Christian Walker.
At least there's less divisional play.
Yeah, I was about to say that. There's the bright side. You only got to play him 12 times.
One and 2 count. Johnson on his 11th pitch.
The 1-2 to the Diamondbacks cleanup hitter. Bouncing
low and in the dirt.
Curveball
So
to
ball
even
2.
things up. Walker coming off a couple of breakout seasons. Did it with a bat and a couple of gold gloves as well in 22 and 23. And he gets a single here.
That'll be a base hit. Right up the left center.
A little bit of life for Arizona.
What a difference the home run from Austin Riley makes in this situation right here, right? I mean, obviously we talked about it. Pierce Johnson has closed in the past. But if that were the potential tying run, it brings the intensity up significantly, and there's no underselling how important those 2 runs.
Looks like I was currently losing 46-49.
Kill opposing teams.
Now Eugenio Suarez. Ozzie had him played perfectly. 2 outs.
2 outs. Line drive to Ozzie.
Catch, you can see the movement on that ball from that good view from behind home plate, almost like that was a little knuckleball, huh?
Yeah.
Nice catch, Ozzie. Very nice
catch.
Have
Jake McCarthy coming here to pinch hit for Arizona.
Yeah, he's emptying the bench now. Jock Peterson coming out on deck with a potential tying run.
Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in. If you're just tuning in, the Braves are currently leading 5-2. We're in the top of the ninth.
McCarthy did have a good
Braves
game
are
yesterday.
1 out
a
from
single,
winning
a
the
double,
game.
and a couple of runs driven in.
0-1 the count. Runner on first.
Runner goes for second. Pay him no attention. Ground ball to Matt
Ground ball to
Olson.
Matt Olson, who's going to step on the bag. There you have it. Your Atlanta Braves with the game sweep of the States. There we go. Yes, we have our first Golden Broom, baby. Yes.
Kind of exactly how they drew it up. We talked about the acquisition of Chris Sale. What would that look like this year? A guy who could be about a 5-inning pitcher.
We not only got the Golden Broom with the sweep, but we also got a celebration,
Tell you what, they
an
listen to my
extra
4
celebration
keys
for the chat vote, getting it right. All 3 games. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for
innings in
participating.
this series. They only gave up 5 hits and no runs
Absolutely
against
awesome,
the Braves
man.
bullpen in this sweep
Thank
of Arizona.
you.
Let's do it again tomorrow night.
We'll be here. Special night tomorrow with honoring of Hank Aaron. We'll go on the air at 6 Eastern as the Braves start a 4-game series with the Mets. But remember, Braves Live postgame coming
That's
up.
right. Remember, everybody, the 4-game series starts tomorrow with the Mets.
For Wiley Ballard downstairs, for CJ Nitkowski.
I believe we are home for that.
I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. One last time, happy birthday to a special member of our crew, Brandon Culpepper. So long, everybody.
And there you have it, your Atlanta Braves with a 5-2 win over the Arizona Diamondbacks. I believe that moves us to 6-2 on the year. All right, so now let me explain what we just have. So whenever the Braves sweep a team, we will be having a celebration night sometime very soon after that. Last season I did it the very next series, so we may do something tomorrow night and then again the night after, because we not only got the Golden Broom, but the community vote for who was going to win. The community was correct on all 3 games. So we're going to have a celebration for that as well. What we do is I just, throughout the stream, do a bunch of random giveaways. And this season is going to be a little different. Last season we did just PC games, where we handed out random game keys, game CD keys, that you were able to head on over to your Steam game client and claim for free. But this year is going to be a little different. Now, our first Golden Broom, I am still waiting for my cards, everybody. So that has put that portion on hold. But as soon as those come in and I'm able to do it, we're going to start. What it is, I've bought two boxes of baseball cards, unopened. And when we get a celebration where we win, all 3 votes are done and the same, and we win, I'll open some cards. And then on Golden Broom celebrations, I'll open cards. Now, what it is I haven't worked out the logistics of it, but when we open the cards, I'll do it live. You'll see every individual card. And there could be cards that are worth some decent money. All the higher upper cards are going to be put together, and all the members of the channel, so the guys and gals that have been gifted a membership or that you've purchased, you'll be able to get your name on a wheel that will spin on here online while we're live, and I'll be giving away some cards that way. And I'm actually looking for a company to make me personalized little sport cards for the channel. So I haven't found one yet, but I have actively been looking. So, hey, if you've heard of anybody, you know anybody, definitely send them my way. Absolutely. Well, with that said, guys and gals, it's late. I was up late last night, and it was an early stream today. Remember, tomorrow starts, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Central first pitch. And then Thursday, I believe Kenneth said it's going to be like a 135 or a 110. I'll confirm that tomorrow on tomorrow's stream, but definitely I'll see you all tomorrow. Be sure. Thank you for all the subs, all the likes, all the support. Again, Laney, thank you for another super chat. You're amazing. Thank you to everybody else that participated, and just overall, thank you for all the support you've given. Hey, this is KGB for the C Sports Network, and you know what I say. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Enjoy.